Coffee, Express Printing, BioLife Plasma, Pepsi, Vector Ply, Zelmo Zip-In, Houston Clinic, Columbus Diagnostic, Kinetic Credit Union, IGH Properties, Trivoli's, Shredaway, Nuke's Eatery, West Georgia Oral and Facial Surgery, Victoryland, Wade Cleaners, and PMB Broadcasting. Now, let's head to the broadcast booth for the start of the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. Callahan.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into tonight's broadcast. The Air Force Heating and Air pregame show is officially on the air. It's time for Columbus River Dragons hockey. I'm Tom Callahan. Thank you so much for joining me here. We're at the Columbus Civic Center getting ready to go between the River Dragons and the Port Huron Prowlers. First time Columbus has had a chance to see Port Huron this year. They come in with a record of 5-3-2, 17 points, third in the Continental Division. Meanwhile, the River Dragons, well, we got to say it last weekend. We get to say it again this weekend. First place, Columbus River Dragons. 20 points on the year for Columbus. A great start to the season. The only loss for this River Dragons team in its first 8 games came in a shutout loss to the Mississippi Seawolves. Other than that, put them all in the win column. 6 of those 7 in regulation, which means 3-point wins. 1 in overtime against Mississippi. That counts for 2 points. So 20 points on the year for the River Dragons, and only 1 point out of first place overall in the entire FPHL, behind the Danbury Hat-Tricks, who have 21 in the same number of games, 8. So taking a look at what's going on tonight, well, as we mentioned, the Prowlers in town for the first time this year. These two teams will meet 8 times in total this season, 4 in each team's building. And this weekend, tonight, tomorrow night, the Prowlers kick the series off here. It's also the end of a 4-game homestand this weekend for the Columbus River Dragons before they spend Thanksgiving Day in Biloxi, Mississippi, taking on the Seawolves once again. But for the time being, we'll look at the matter at hand, and that is a Prowlers team that looks a little different than it did last year, and we'll hear from head coach Jerome Bouchard. He'll talk more about that. And if you heard him talk earlier this week on the Mike Hostelo Law Coaches Show, whether it was on WYBU Channel 16 or, of course, right here on 106.9 Really Rocks, you know that Port Huron may be trying to put the puck in the net a little bit more this year, but they do still have some guys who also don't mind playing a physical hockey game as well. To that end, the River Dragons, first in the league in goals for per game, averaging almost 6 per contest. 5.9 is the total for the River Dragons. That is the best in the FPHL. And they're also in a great spot. They're out shooting their opponents and have done so in every single game this year. And this team is looking forward to trying to continue that here this evening against the Port Huron Prowlers. We've got plenty to get to in our Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. We'll get more inside the matchup here this evening. We'll get to the starting lineups and goaltenders for you as well, plus an early look at the Zelmo's Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard. Come on back and join us. There's plenty more to come on Columbus River Dragons hockey.
There's no better time to make sure your heating and air system is working like it should. As the official air conditioning sponsor of the Columbus River Dragons, we're excited to be able to offer you our special $69 tune-up offer. With an Air Force tune-up, a certified and trained technician will perform a comprehensive inspection and duct inspection. This can help reduce utility costs and prevent costly repairs. Schedule your tune-up today. Call 706-813-1935. We're always here when you need us. Air Force Heating and Air.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Are fall projects piling up on your property? You still have to borrow a tractor from your buddies? It's time to get your own John Deere from SunSouth. We'll help you find the right tractor with implements that are as fun to operate as they are powerful. And during our fall sales event, you can take advantage of store-wide savings, including 0% interest on John Deere 1 Series, 3 Series, and even 5 Series tractors. So come see us at SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Expires November 30, 2022.
Vectorply is a world leader in development, manufacturing, and distribution of composite reinforcement materials for any and all projects you might have. Headquartered right here in Phoenix City, Vectorply prides itself on providing superior and timely customer service for all their customers' inquiries. No project is too big or too small for Vectorply. For more information on what they can do for you and your project, visit Vectorply.com. That's VECTORPLY.com. And get started on your next big project today.
Hey Columbus, have you heard of BioLife Plasma Services? It adds up. Here's how. The cash you'll earn for your time donating plasma at BioLife adds up for the things you want, and your plasma donations can add up over time to create life-changing medicine for people with rare diseases. Stop in and check us out at our new Columbus BioLife location. New donors can earn up to $300 in their first 5 plasma donations at BioLife. Visit BioLifeAddsUp.com to schedule an appointment today.
Bang, 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 bang! Vamonos.
Welcome back in the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. Tom Callahan here with you. I want to say hello along the radio network to a bunch of our affiliates, not only right here on our flagship station, 106.9 Really Rocks, Columbus's Real Rock Station, but also WZEV, Classic Hits of Lineville, 90.5 FM, WBRQ, 91.9 FM, Blues in the City, LaGrange, and WQEE, 99.1 FM, the home of Southern Sports and Talk in Newman. Tonight's game, by the way, and you can find us on local TV for most of the year, including some of the road games, but if you're unable to make it down to the game tonight, you want to catch us on TV, we are on Beam TV this evening. And then tomorrow night, you can find us on Bounce 9.2 for the game tomorrow evening as well. So thank you so much for joining us here. We're live at the Columbus Civic Center. Plenty of time if you are driving around, you're listening maybe to the pregame show, wondering what you want to do with your Friday night. Well, I can offer you some Columbus River Dragons hockey. And you can visit us tonight. You can visit us tomorrow night when, by the way, it is education night. And I want to tell you about that real quick because we are offering a buy one, get one ticket offer to both students and educators through the River Dragons office. So if you want to come down and purchase tickets tomorrow during the day, we'll be in the office during the day. It's right on the side here of the Civic Center. As long as you come down, educators, students, in the office, buy one, get one free on tickets. Also, Kinetic Credit Union members, you have a special offer that was emailed to you through your Kinetic Credit Union account. 4 tickets for $48 for tomorrow night's game. And, of course, Kinetic Credit Union is the sponsor of tomorrow night's education night. Tom Callahan coming to you live from the Harvey Lumber Press Box. Harvey Lumber's been serving the community for over 150 years. Also, a little bit of housekeeping here. Don't forget, you can get your free Fire and Ice digital program for every home game, and that's available at rdragons.com. So check that out as well. So coming into this evening, and we're going to hear from head coach Jerome Bouchard in just a little bit here, but coming into this evening, the River Dragons, as I mentioned, only the one loss on the season. But, of course, and it's interesting, Coach Bouchard is one of those people who always believes you can improve, should improve, and continue to get better throughout the year. Fortunately, still winning hockey games at this point for the River Dragons, but looking at a lot of, I think, the little things, some of the technical issues that may plague a team during the course of the season. But it's interesting, really, the focus there is not so much adding complexity or trying to do things a different way. It's simplifying the game. And in fact, in some cases, doing a little bit less. Guys want to really show their talents, and there are very many talented players on the River Dragons team, but sometimes you want to be able to make the individual play, the individual effort, try to beat somebody one-on-one or one-on-two, and that's what Coach Bouchard wants them to be aware of, not really needing to go that route, and instead being able to rely on their teammates, knowing that they'll be in the right location to take a pass, make a play, and try to work that way to get past teams, whether they're aggressive on the forecheck or maybe jam up the neutral zone, whatever it is. I think you're going to see more and more of a focus on trying to play that team game, make the quick pass, especially getting out of their own end. And that's going to be a big focus for this Columbus River Dragons hockey team. Now, looking at Port Huron, this is a team, again, we haven't seen that much of this year, and a team that probably a couple of names that jump out right away off the stat sheet. Joseph Devaney has 8 goals, 13 points to lead this team this year. His 8 goals double the second-place scorers, and actually there's 4 guys on the team that have 4 goals for Port Huron, but Devaney is the biggest putter of the puck in the net, if you will, for this Port Huron Prowlers team. Now, assist-wise, the setup man is Larry I'll try this one again. Larry Vartiainen. And Vartiainen has 13 points as well on the year, but 10 of those are assists. And Vartiainen is almost up to a 2-point-per-game pace the way he's going right now for this team. So that's your setup, man. Devaney's your goal scorer. You got to keep an eye on those guys. But other than that, I mean, the scoring is pretty well spread out in this lineup. Dalton Jay, Evan Foley, Matt Graham, and Tucker Scantleberry all have between 9 and 11 points on the year. Those are the guys who have the 4 goals, by the way. Austin Federley, a defenseman, has 7 assists and 8 points already this year, and Alex Johnson also 7 assists on the year. So those are your setup guys right there, but to see that scoring distributed throughout the lineup, the River Dragons really haven't faced a team that's been that deep with the scoring yet. And so that's something to keep an eye on for Port Huron and to keep in mind defensively for this River Dragons hockey team. Let's step aside. We'll take a break in the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. When we come back, we will take a look at the Zelmo's Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard, and that's coming up on the other side of the break. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Center, the area's clear choice for diagnostic imaging. CDC Northside features the area's first and only 3T MRI, the most powerful MRI available, and our new 64-slice CT scanner, cutting-edge imaging that's available at both locations. For over 30 years, patient comfort, lower costs, and uncompromising dedication remain our top priority. Clearer results for a more accurate diagnosis. Columbus Diagnostic Center and CDC Northside. Technology with a human touch.
Oral and maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655.
River Dragons hockey is more fun in a group. Come celebrate your birthday, anniversary, reunion, and more. Get 10 or more people together to enjoy the best available seating, a special VIP entrance, group recognition at the game, a visit from Scorch or Torch, and more. Plus, you can add on options like Chuck-a-Pucks, souvenir hats or pucks, and even a team gear shopping spree. Groups of 30 or more get a post-game photo on the ice. Group perks are only available through the River Dragons office by calling 706-507-4625.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
IGH Properties specializes in managing single-family homes, single condos, entire HOAs, small and large apartments, and commercial business properties in the Chattahoochee Valley and beyond. Their expert property management team takes on the day-to-day chores of managing your rental property so you can enjoy a successful investment. Some of the responsibilities they handle are marketing, tenant interactions, lease agreements, and more. See them at IGHproperties.net. That's IGHproperties.net. IGH Properties. Happy tenants, happy owners, better Tire Rentals.
Complete Tire and Service, located at 3109 Victory Drive in Columbus, is the perfect place to take care of everything your vehicle needs. From preventive maintenance to alignments, brakes, oil changes, and more, your friends at Complete Tire and Service have you covered. Need tires? Buy 3, get 1 free for passenger vehicles. Call 706-321-8133 to set up your appointment. 321-8133. Complete Tire and Service on the web at ctstires.com.
Everybody out here crazy, crazy.
And we are back in the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. Tom Callahan here with you from the Harvey Lumber Press Box. Want to remind you, Country Inn & Suites is the official host hotel of the Columbus River Dragons. Pepsi is the official soft drink of the Columbus River Dragons. Of course, Air Force Heating and Cooling, the official heating and air company of the River Dragons. And Zelmo Zip-In, the official fuel provider of the River Dragons. And boy, we needed some of that Zelmo's fuel to start off the year with 6 in a row on the road. But now, in the middle of a 4-game homestand here tonight against the Port Huron Prowlers. Puck drop coming up here just about 10-ish or so minutes away. But that is a chance for us to look at your Zelmo's Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard. Zelmo's has been fueling life's passions since 1999. Everybody in the FPHL is getting underway at the same time we are this evening. Binghamton is at Delaware, and Danbury and Motor City. Mississippi's at Carolina, so they're in the Eastern time zone tonight. Now, Elmira at Watertown has been postponed. If you've been following the national news, you know that my hometown, Buffalo, New York, is getting slapped with a bit of snow right now. But did you know that Watertown, which sits at the eastern end of Lake Ontario, not Lake Erie like Buffalo, Watertown gets a ton of snow and actually gets the most snow in New York State pretty much every single year. So with this giant storm coming through, the game was proactively postponed this weekend. Elmira at Watertown, they will not be playing there. Watertown, by the way, has already gotten several feet of snow, so good call. Those games will be made up at a later date. In the NHL tonight, there's only one game going on, so if you're checking your fantasy hockey lineup and wondering why there was pretty much nobody ready to go, it's because it's only the Kings and the Canucks tonight, and that won't start until 10 o'clock Eastern time. So you can catch our game and then catch Kings Canucks if you so desire tonight, but that is the only game in the National Hockey League. And one sports note for you NFL fans, speaking of Buffalo, they have moved this Sunday's game, which was supposed to be a Bills home game against the Cleveland Browns. It will now be played in Detroit. So kind of a home/road game for you. All right, well, we're getting ready to go for the starting lineups down here on the ice, so that's our cue to step aside one more time, take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from head coach Jerome Bouchard, and then we'll get ready to drop the puck here at the Columbus Civic Center. The River Dragons hosting the Port Huron Prowlers. We're back with more in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
We're America's on-time electrician. We all count on our home's electrical outlets to provide us the power we need when we need it. But sometimes an overloaded circuit can lead to a blown outlet. So leave it to the pros at Mr. Sparky. We'll get it done right and get it done safely. Call now for $50 off electrical repairs.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888.
Limitations and restrictions may apply. Independently owned and operated. Licensed in the respective state or county.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Nothing to do tonight? Want to bet? At Victoryland Casino, you'll find the latest and greatest gaming machines featuring fun bonuses and huge jackpots. Wager and win on horse and greyhound races from all over the world. And try your luck on our popular sports parlay promotion. Don't miss your chance to win at Victoryland Casino, located off I-85, exit 22, Shorter, Alabama. Must be 21 or older.
Hey guys, this is Mike Hostelow of the Mike Hostelow Law Firm.
It's Rick Willis of the Mike Hostelow Law Firm.
Did you know that car accidents are the #1 case of injuries in the U.S.? So if you find yourself in a car wreck,
call or text me at 844-GET-MIKE or visit us at MikeHosteloLawFirm.com.
Do yourself a favor and I hope that you learn. Been in the wreck, call a Mike Hostelow Law Firm.
So if you've been injured, please give us a call.
Let's have a conversation.
Michael G. Hostelow, 1301 First Avenue, Suite 101, Columbus, 31901.
For Beam, community isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. We believe that when we care together, work together, and even cheer for our favorite teams together, we are closer to what counts. Beam has been improving the way we connect since 1964, not just with technology, but with our communities and with each other, because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business. Beam, bringing East Alabama more. It's in our name.
Inside Edge season ticket memberships are now available for the 22-23 Columbus River Dragons season. The Inside Edge gives you exclusive access to team events with players, promotional giveaways, merchandise discounts, ticket priority for select Civic Center events, and River Dragons playoffs, plus ticket exchange privileges and more. Call 706-507-GOAL, 706-507-4625 to score your Inside Edge membership today. Welcome back on the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. We're joined by head coach Jerome Bouchard. Coach, weekend set coming up here with Port Huron. I know we talked about it on the coaches show earlier this week, but when you look at this Port Huron team, what do you see?
Well, they have a lot of return players from last year. I watched a couple of their games, and they seem to play a little bit different than they did last year. Last year, they were just run and gun and stretch. And I don't know if it was just who they're playing didn't allow it, or if they changed their MO up a little bit or not. But either way, we're prepared for both.
And as far as the River Dragons go for this evening, coming to the weekend, I know you've been dealing with some bumps and bruises. Any updates on any of those guys?
Aldworth is still kind of day to day, and everybody else is fairly healthy, other than a couple, like you said, bumps and bruises. But everybody's available. Lineup we're going with tonight is pretty much the same as last weekend. I'm going to hold out Schmitty tonight, and I'm going to put Jelinski back in. So the lines will be Underwood, Doe, and Petro, with Storjahan, King, and Kelly, and then Wickline, Krupp, and Jelinski with Gill kind of as a 10th guy, and try to spot him in there and get him some ice time.
I know you had mentioned on the show earlier this week, but you cobbled together that Jay Krupp line, and then they turn out to be a pretty good source of energy for this club.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I don't know why they just seem to be kind of meshing together a little bit, and maybe it's they're playing a little bit simpler than everybody else. I know Jay's been kind of dumping and chasing a little bit, and be honest with you, that's kind of what I'd like to see my guys do, at least initially, to kind of eliminate those turnovers at the blue lines and just get into some type of rhythm and get going, keep the puck going forward, and get our forecheck, get established, and then hopefully we can back their defense off the line, and then we can skate it in and have puck possession.
Also nice for you to get some games in at home now. I mean, kind of the middle of the homestand. Do you have the routine back, I guess?
Yeah, the routine is kind of nice. It's nice being at home and, morning skate, go home, grab a little bite to eat, and come back to the rink and in front of our friendly fans and the confines of the Civic Center. So, yeah, it's really nice.
Let's wrap it all up with the keys to the game tonight.
Keys, simple. I mean, we just need to, again, I sound like a broken record. Our biggest problem is ourselves, and we're too pretty. So just making the right decisions, and when we need to dump it, when we have a play to execute, we need to execute.
Coach, thanks. Best of luck tonight.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, we're right back with the drop of the puck. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Thank you.
All right, we're right back with the drop of the puck. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
You've been listening to the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show on 106.9 Really Rocks. The call of the game is just moments away after we pause for a short break on the River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
At the Country Inn & Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson. It's time for River Dragons hockey. Tonight's game is brought to you by Sun South, Hydra Live, Mr. Sparky, Express Printing, BioLife Plasma, Pepsi, Vector Ply, Zelmo Zip-In, Houston Clinic, Columbus Diagnostic, Kinetic Credit Union, IGH Properties, Trivoli's, Shredaway, Nuke's Eatery, West Georgia Oral and Facial Surgery, Victoryland, Wade Cleaners, and PMB Broadcasting. Now let's start the game with the voice of River Dragons hockey, Tom Callahan.
National anthem in the books before tonight's game, and we are getting ready to go. First time we're seeing the Port Huron Prowlers here in Columbus at the Civic Center. Tom Callahan here with you in the Harvey Lumber Press Box. Thank you so much for joining me for tonight's game. As we have a ceremonial puck drop down there on the ice, and then we'll get things going here. Scorch and Torch out there, keeping an eyeball on things. The brother-sister mascots of the Columbus River Dragons. Wouldn't want to tangle with either one of them, to be honest with you. And I want to remind everybody once again, tomorrow night is Education Night, brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. And educators, students, you receive a buy one, get one ticket deal through the River Dragons office. Come on down tomorrow during the day to receive your buy one, get one offer. And also, Kinetic Credit Union members, you can pick up family 4-packs, 4 tickets, $48, just for Kinetic Credit Union members for tomorrow night's game. Also, if you want to join us for any other games this season, maybe you're still on your way down here tonight, single game seats are on sale now through the Civic Center box office by calling 706-653-4460 or online at Ticketmaster.com. You might want to give Ticketmaster.com a break and probably come down to the box office, or just call us at the office or go to ourdragons.com. Taylor Swift fans know what I'm talking about right now. All right, we are underway. And the Prowlers end up with the puck first. They'll try to dump it in from center, walk it up on that left wing side, cutting in DeCumbus, throwing it in front. That one is knocked away by Frazier, and he'll backhand down the ice. A roller. Will it have enough gas or icing? It does. Just 20 seconds in, we'll take the face-off all the way back down to the River Dragons. And let's take a look at your starting goaltenders tonight. It is Bailey McBurney in net for the River Dragons. He's 4-1 on the young season with a .914 save percentage and a 2.60 goals against average. He is opposed by Wyatt Hofflin. Hofflin is 2-0 with a .950 save percentage and a 1.5 goals against, so a very good statistical start in the first 2 games for Hofflin. River Dragons looking to move the puck ahead here, and they will indeed lug it through center. Krupp will dump in on the right wing corner. Chasing after it is Wickline, turned over by the goaltender behind the net, and now Columbus looking to bank it up to the right point. Vanelli with a shot, and that one is tipped just wide of the net. Wickline over on the left wing side. He's tied up on the far side wall there by Merritt. River Dragons dig it out, they'll keep it in. Cross ice pass, that one bounced behind Petrantonio and allows Port Huron through center. There's a shot for the left wing side. Merritt put it wide of the net. Kept in on the right wing side by Scantlebury. And now it gets tangled up in the referee's skates. Frazier couldn't clear. Second attempt got it along, but still not out of the zone. River Dragons end up with a turnover, and they will regroup here as Petrantonio looking to move it ahead, and Port Huron trying to finish off a line change. Gives them a little bit of breathing room, but now Port Huron's done, and they still haven't moved it up. Doe able to tip the puck in. He'll chase it down, getting up on Federley. Federley reversing it to the far side. And now Port Huron to break the zone, led ahead by Dalton. Dalton to the line, getting through, in with a shot, and McBurney will gobble that one up, and the chest protector hang on, and we a little pushing and shoving in front of the net. Scantlebury was removed from the vicinity of the blue paint. 1:45 into this opening frame. The first period is brought to you by Sun South John Deere. Draw to the right of McBurney here. We'll feature Matt Graham in there, and across from Underwood. Underwood winning it back for the River Dragons. And Columbus with a chance to move it ahead. A little trouble with it, though. That forces Rogers behind his own net. 2 forecheckers on him quickly. Petrantonio tips it through center. And up ahead, here's Underwood leaving it off into space. But it looked like that one, a little lack of communication with Doe. Now back in the other way, Port Huron. And they try to push it ahead, but tipped away by McBurney into the corner. And Columbus chips it out of play. River Dragons struggling a little bit early on here. Looks like either communication or just kind of the routes on the breakouts right now. Not necessarily something you want to be talking about 9 games into the season. But again, I mean, just minutes ago, we heard Jerome Bouchard, the head coach of this River Dragons team, talking about exactly that. It's about executing. What is your route? On the forecheck, on the back check, on the breakout. Execute that. That is what he wants to see out of this team. Now, it's a very talented River Dragons team, and yeah, they can score their way out of some jams, but you don't want to have to do that all season long. Right now, the puck turned over at center once again by Columbus. Chased back down. In and behind his own net, it'll be Greco around the glass. Down the ice it goes. This will again be an icing call. And Columbus really having a little trouble getting it going here. Usually it's the other way around. You're the home team. You come out flying a little bit, and the road team weathers that storm for the first 5-10 minutes, but Port Huron has spent a good deal of time in the Columbus end. There's a shot ripped to the glass off the faceoff. Odd kick in front, and that's paddled away by McBurney. At least Columbus able to break the zone here. They'll move it ahead. Puck bounced away from Greco. He'll sweep it in behind the goal. Paddled around by the Port Huron netminder Hofflin. And out to center. Now Prowlers on the attack. Cutting on the left wing side and moving in on goal. Devaney with a chance. That was shut down, but he'll send it to the point. Nope, right past the point, all the way down and on his own net. Hofflin has to come out and play it up. Onto the left wing, off a skate, and it's turned over to Greco. Greco's lead pass missed Krupp. Both teams just seem to be about 2-3 inches off of everything they want to accomplish at this point of the hockey game. About 3.5 into it here. There's another stretch pass and missed, but it was tipped, they say, so no icing. Now Columbus trying to establish a forecheck here. Puck rimmed around to the right point, held in by Vanelli. Wickline tried to cut in front, backhanded towards the point. That's kept in there by Yelensky's. Wickline to Krupp, back to, and Wickline had his stick tied up. Nice defensive play there by Johnson. Here's Krupp cutting in the slot to his left in the backhand, and his shot deflected behind the net. Krupp on it again. Right point, Vanelli, shot, blocker, save, rebound, sitting right in the crease, bouncing puck, they score! Paul Frazier crashing down from the left point, found the loose puck, and is able to backhand it past Hofflin. It's 1-0 River Dragons. Well, Wyatt Hofflin made the initial save with the blocker, and the puck went straight up in the air, and he didn't know where it went. And so unfortunately for him, the puck came straight back down, landed in the blue paint, and that's when the scramble was on. Frazier came in, was able to pick it out of the pile there, and put it past the falling goaltender. And for Frazier, that's his second goal of the season. And it's a big one to give Columbus the early lead here.
He shoots! River Dragons goal, scored by number 22.
Petrantonio back into Underwood with a shot. Save made, rebound to the point. They score! The rebound goes all the way to the point to Edgars Ozolinsh. And the goaltender, Hovland, I don't know if it was a stick or the puck hit him in the mask and he froze for a moment. It went to Ozolinsh to the left point and he just fired it in from there. Hovland never recovered, never moved to his right. So 24 seconds apart.
So before I was rudely interrupted, the first goal scored by number 22, Jay.
Wow, and now they're saying Krupp scored it, but no, it was Frazier. Unless it went in off of Krupp, I suppose that's possible, but we'll see if we can get an update on that one. Right now they're saying Frazier the assist, Krupp the goal scorer.
He shoots!
It's 2-0. We'll just stay with the PA here. Scott Brand bringing it to you. Now here's a break. Well, I got interrupted again. Is Doe up, but he will not get there in time. So Doe and Underwood with the assists on the Ozolinsh goal. Wow, how things have turned for the River Dragons. Now a collision at center between Storjahan and one of the Port Huron players. We're going to get a scrap here, or are we? Greco. Actually, that's LaBelle who went over after Graham. Apparently, LaBelle felt that was a dirty hit. I did not see the hit. Storjahan had a glove knocked off and spun down to the ice, but I'll tell you about it when we come back here. 5:31 gone in the first. Let you know if we get any penalties out of this. 2-0 River Dragons. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Have to borrow a tractor from your buddies? It's time to get your own John Deere from SunSouth. We'll help you find the right tractor with implements that are as fun to operate as they are powerful. And during our fall sales event, you can take advantage of store-wide savings, including 0% interest on John Deere 1 Series, 3 Series, and even 5 Series tractors. So come see us at SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Expires November 30, 2022.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
All right, so back here at the Columbus Civic Center, we have no penalties out of that comeuppance at center that brought us the whistle in the break here. So just a heads up on that. We're still 5-on-5. It is 2-0 Columbus here in the early going. But we may see the physical play pick up here fairly quickly. Here's Storjahan in the right wing corner, and indeed he has run into the glass fairly heavily over there. Got it to the point. Greco, left side, LaBelle floats it wide. Kelly tried to one-hand it behind the net, kicked off a stanchion, went back towards him. We get a whistle in behind the play, and we get a penalty. And now Storjahan took a shot back at one of the Port Huron players. That was, well, who is that he's getting tangled up with there? Looks like Gino Mini. They're both going to go. So we got a slash on Mini and then a cross-check on Storjahan. It'll even itself out. Let's see if they go 4-on-4 here. Give them a little extra ice. Or if we just say cancel them out and play 5-on-5. But Storjahan was having none of that. Or, well, they have an extra 2 up on Storjahan's side. And they're going to put the face up. So Krupp has to come in to serve whatever the extra 2 is on Storjahan. Unless he got 4 for cross-checking. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so he picked up, Storge picked up 2 minutes for slashing and 2 minutes for cross-checking. So the first power play of the hockey game belongs to Port Huron. The Prowlers to the man advantage at 24% this year. And so this is the first Franklin Financial penalty kill. Personal loans at the speed of life. Port Huron trying to force one through there. Puck found only shin pads. And out to the slot. Quick shot and a glove save. McBurney on the one-time. Scantlebury let it go. Didn't get everything he could on it, but still a pretty good scoring chance from the slot. 25 seconds into the power play. And fans, right now it's a comfy, cozy 68 degrees here in the Civic Center. If your house isn't as comfortable, reach out to the experts at Air Force Heating and Air, the official heating and air sponsor of the Columbus River Dragons. So Port Huron on the power play. Prowlers trying to set it up. Cleared to that near side corner. And over the far side, that'll be chased down there by Johnson. He's pestered. Puck still in that corner. Frejo tying it up. Johnson out with it. Johnson behind the net looking for Graham. Graham centers. Quick chance in front. McBurney save. And they'll scissor the pads close. Great stop by McBurney with the old 1-2 in front there. Was able to contain that rebound and keep the puck out. Freezing it here. 5:55 gone to the first. River Dragons with a 2-0 lead, trying to keep it that way. Krupp serving the other minor picked up by Storjahan, so we ended up with a cross check as well on top of a slashing minor, which Minnie also picked up a slashing minor. Face-off will be to the left of McBurney in the Columbus net. Controlled by Port Huron. Right point. There's a chance, but passed off by Vartiainen. He will, however, keep it in the right point on a rolling puck. Now it's jammed out through center. Nice work there by Underwood along the wall. And Vartiainen has to chase it all the way back into his own end and leave it there for Federley. 41 seconds to go on the man advantage for Port Huron. 2-0. Columbus leads here in the first. The Vartiainen will carry it into the right wing side. Into the corner, all the way behind the net. On the backhand, out the near wing. He'll leave it off to the left point. Devaney with it. Left half wall. Into the corner. Devaney now gets it back. Cross ice feed to the far dot. Vartiainen shot high. Ricochets around. Devaney ends up with it. And it's fed to the line. Federley over. Vartiainen couldn't shoot. Fanned on that one time. And now the puck turned over on the near side. Krupp set to come out of the box. Chipped off the glass and down the ice. And as he steps out, Columbus has killed it off. Back to 5-on-5 hockey, but quickly attacking ahead once again. Port Huron, but the puck slapped away to an open wing. And now moving it ahead, Yelensky's. Wickline tips to Krupp. And that one is deflected away, and now right back. Here come the Prowlers. On the left side, Devaney pulling up, waiting for help. Wrist shot in on goal, and that one hit his own man. Wickline lost an edge there, gets back up, chips the puck along the wing, but it hit the linesman, never quite got through. 8.5 gone in the first, 2-0 Columbus. Greco walks his way around one. Right side pass, driving as Yelensky's trying to go to the net, and he had the puck knocked off his stick. Group to the far side, puck at the left point, LaBelle try to feed it around the wall. Helping out Yelensky's onto the left wing side. Wickline curls. Left point LaBelle. They'll send it right back down to the corner. Wickline trying to scoop it off the ref skates there. Looking for a little bit of help in the corner. Couldn't hang on to the puck. And now Port Huron away. That pass tipped down and McBurney has to come out to play it. No icing. McBurney shovels it around the wall. LaBelle tied up on the forecheck. Got it to Greco. He'll eke it around to the near half wall. Krupp sending it to Gill. Puck kept in, though. Jay, a shot just missed the far post. Kick off the puck board there. Came right into the slot. It's cleared away. So Port Huron on the regroup. 9.5 into this first period. River Dragons with a 2-0 lead. Prowlers trying to move it ahead, but that is intercepted by Kelly. Finelli, right wing. Tipped in by King, no icing. Backhanded around, just past Gill by Holfin, the goaltender.
Let's go,
or by Hoffland, pardon me.
Let's go, Dragons.
Now, Port Huron in with a chance. Wraparound covered. McBurney had the paddle down, and he will hang on to that one. 9:58 left to go in the first. 2-0, Columbus in the lead. Back with more Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Therapy in Old Town is your one-stop recovery shop to get you back to 100%. With IV therapy treatments, cryotherapy, and compression therapy all under one roof. HydroLife treatments are packed with nutrients to increase energy and boost your immune system. Join the IV League today for the most affordable way to feel better, look better, and start accomplishing more. Online at hydrolifetherapy.com/Columbus. HydroLife Therapy. Start living your best life.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Back here in the Sun South John Deere first period. 9:58 to go in the opening frame. 2-0 River Dragons over the Prowlers. Tom Callahan here with you on the Harvey Lumber Press Box. These same two teams will go at it again tomorrow night on Education Night, presented by Kinetic Credit Union. We'll tell you more about that in a moment. But right now the Prowlers controlling the puck in the Columbus zone. But the shot from the point, that one is whistled wide. And down the left side, puck kept in by Heinzel. Vinelli ends up with it behind his own net, left side. Frazier tipped up through center, but Underwood couldn't hang on to it. Now right back the other way. Heinzel runs into a check there from Vinelli. Puck ends up bouncing in the slot, kicked at Petrantonio. Will skate it away. Petrantonio left wing and over the line. Backhand in front, save made. Rebound is picked up by Port Huron, and they'll rush right back. That one is dumped in as Merritt turned away at the line, and now right back Columbus on the rush. It's opening up just a little bit here. Doe on the right side, leading in, stops, leaves. Petrantonio, a shot. He missed the near post. Bounce in front, score! Oh, what a goal! The puck bounced awkwardly off the glass in front, and Petrantonio bunts it in out of the air with his stick. A sweet bit of hand-eye coordination gives the River Dragons a 3-0 lead. Wow, that was just all reaction time and hand-eye coordination for Petrantonio. The puck bounced back out in front, and he was able to just pop it in the net. That's his first goal of the year. Austin Doe should pick up the assist on the goal here. So 3-0, and let's call this what it is. Right now, the River Dragons are getting the bounces. Right now, the puck luck is with the hometown team. A couple of unfortunate kicks if you're a River Dragons, or if you're a Port Huron fan, rather. But if you're a River Dragons fan, you have to appreciate what you're getting here. Storge a hand in over the line, had it knocked away. Puck out to center. But if you look at the first goal, you get a blocker save from your goaltender and a rebound that goes straight up in the air. Everybody lost it, and Frazier finds it, puts it away. Second goal, either the puck or a stick hit the goaltender Hoffland in the mask, and he stopped. And the rebound was cleared to the left point. All Ozelinch had to do was hit the net. Nobody even moved over to where he was. And so that one ends up going in an empty net. And then this third goal, The initial shot goes behind the net off the glass and then kicks erratically right to the front of the net. And Petrantonio is able to take it and pop it in out of the air. So right now, I mean, you know, you're getting the bounces. They're not always going to go your way over the course of a 56-game season, but right now, Columbus is getting them. And there's a bounce right in front for Port Huron. The McBurney's got to be quick on to the left post and cover. As that one came off the glass and shot to that far post, but McBurney got the left leg over there to hang on. And we all know over the course of a season, even the course of a game, momentum goes back and forth. Bounces go back and forth. But boy, Columbus has been the beneficiary here. They're up 3-0 despite being outshot 8-7 right now by Port Huron. It also helps that Bailey McBurney's had a solid start to this hockey game. Port Huron will control the draw. They'll try to chip it in front. Oh, another dangerous bounce, but McBurney again able to cover. So he's got the front of that net wrapped up and a little bit of chatting in front of the net. Face off again to the left of the River Dragons netminder. Tied up on the dot to the left of the Columbus goal. It ends up with Vanelli. And Vanelli will bank that one ahead. Here comes Columbus pushing in the rush. Underwood, left wing side to the dot. On the backhand, driving the neck. Trying to cut through the crease. Underwood's going to pick up a penalty as he runs into the goaltender. And Hofflin is down in the net. Trying to figure out if he's going to need any sort of attention or not. Trainer's looking on here, wanting to know if they should come out, but Hofflin's up on his knees. Looks like it'll be all right. But, so now, interference will be the call. Goaltender interference against Underwood. See if it's 2-minute variety. Time of the penalty is 12:53. It is the 2-minute variety. And the goaltender, Hofflin, is now being tended to by a trainer, has his helmet off. And now the trainer is leaving as he puts his mask back on, so it looks like he's all right, and he'll stay out there. So the faceoff will come back down into the River Dragons end of things here. And once again, Columbus on the first Franklin Financial penalty kill. Personal loans at the speed of life. And 1-for-1 are the River Dragons on that penalty kill as they were able to successfully spring Jay Krupp serving a minor earlier for Alex Storjahan. And when that happens, it's brought to you by Abercrombie Bonding. And so now, Port Huron to its second power play here of the game. And an off-angle chance handled by McBurney. Rebound ends up behind the net, but turned over in the slot. And a chance to clear for Columbus. They finally send it on down the ice. Forwards will change for the River Dragons. Now out, Wickline out there. And he will pressure on the near side rush attempt. He's out there with Gill. Trying to cut in there and putting it behind the net. Devaney feeding it up top now. Federley through traffic. That shot deflected wide by Merritt. And now a centering feed. That one tipped right out the other side there. Merritt couldn't quite get enough of it. Puck at the left point. Held in. Federley. Bank pass left side. Devaney. Devaney on the half wall. Sends it into the corner. Centering feed. Vanelli knocked it away. And the clear finished out by Gill as he sends it down. Both teams will change the personnel. 5:45 to go in the first. 3-0 Columbus. Puck ends up in on goal, and that'll be held by McBurney. Scantlebury was knocked down as he was trying to drive through there, got tangled up with a defenseman and ended up skidding into the goal crease, and McBurney says, you know what, I'll just hang on to this one with 36 seconds to go. And the man advantage for the Prowlers. The draw to the right of McBurney will be taken by Storjahan in across from Scantlebury. Storjahan waiting to make sure his goaltender is set. He is. And Storjahan able to win it back. Rogers off the glass, a bouncer to the line. That is kicked back in. Nice keep there at the point out of DeCumbus. Port Huron trying to set it up. Puck free in front. Here's a chance sent to the high slot. Wrister over top of the net. Boy, prime shooting territory for Dalton, but he couldn't make it go. That one put into the corner. And now flung off the glass. Down it goes. It will roll slowly down. And now it's picked off at center. And here's a chance. Storjahan moving in with a shot. Save rebound. Off the goal post. Storjahan got his own rebound and rang it off the iron. There's a big hit on the near side. A double-decker. Greco and Underwood combining to drop Scantlebury to the ice. The crowd loved that one. Now a chance in front, tipped by McBurney to the point, but a shot blocked, and where'd it go? Puck disappeared. Yeah, we'll find it. Or maybe it was in Underwood's gear. There we go. 4:39 to go in the first. It's 3-0 River Dragons in the lead. Back with more Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Property, you still have to borrow a tractor from your buddies? It's time to get your own John Deere from SunSouth. We'll help you find the right tractor with implements that are as fun to operate as they are powerful. And during our fall sales event, you can take advantage of store-wide savings, including 0% interest on John Deere 1 Series, 3 Series, and even 5 Series tractors. So come see us at SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Expires November 30, 2022.
What's up, Columbus, Phoenix City, and all the bi-state area? This is Mike Costello of the Mike Costello Law Firm. Once we take on a car case, it's not just about law. It is our duty to provide and to give that client the best possible experience. If you think you need us, call or text us. We got you. Michael G. Costello, 1301 First Avenue, Suite 101, Columbus, 31901, 762-221-5616.
Time for your mind so it locks and loads.
4:39 left to go in the SunSouth John Deere first period. Tom Callahan here with you, 4:39. Yes, indeed, left on that first period clock. And then we have our first intermission report coming up, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. But right now, Port Huron trailing 3-0 here, trying to find a way to get some offense flowing in the River Dragons end of things. Puck in behind the net, handled there by Freeborn. Chipped away from him, though. Yelensky's with a lead pass out to center. Krupp could only tip it on. Puck ends up back with Greco to Krupp, and Krupp will cycle it back to the D. Krupp now in with a shot. That one blocked on the way through. Ends up at the right point. Greco settles a bouncer. Sends it down. Krupp lets it go to the corner. And Port Huron trying to clear. They do get it to center. DeCumbus up by himself. Puts a long ranger in on goal. And McBurney elects to hold on. 3:50 left to go here in the first. River Dragons with a 3-0 lead, but boy, Port Huron, the first team that is really threatening to outshoot this River Dragons team this year. It's 13-8 here right now. And Columbus has outshot every opponent this year. River Dragons will move the puck ahead, and Petrantonio wedging one in the left side corner. Doe playing it around. Petrantonio tried to center, but he fanned on the pass. Taken away by Johnson. Johnson line, but the pass intercepted. Kept in. Here's a chance. Underwood, a wrist shot blocker, save, rebound, but right past Underwood. And again, kept in. Petrantonio. Underwood tried to slide it to Doe. He's got to chase it behind the net. Doe tying up his man, able to recover the puck on the wall. Underwood trying to help out. Chip to the line, and now bounced out to center. Port Huron trying to get something off the rush here. Vartiainen had it roll off the toe of his blade. And now sent back onto the left side. Doe can't catch up with it. It'll be dumped back down. No icing here. Just under 3 to go in the first. 3-0 Columbus. Storjahan on the right side. Got it back from King. Storjahan trying to wheel in. His wrist shot directed wide. And now left point. Rogers stepping down, trying to hold it in. Puck in his skates. Rogers pulling free. Rogers looking to get it across the goal mouth, but he could not as he was tied up there in the corner by Graham. Now the puck floats out to center. That one will be fired in. A bouncer that McBurney deflects at the side of the net. King back after it. Has his stick tied up. Second effort, trying to move it up the near side. Storjahan getting it ahead. Kelly leaving it off. Storjahan back to Kelly. Kelly to the right point. Rogers into the slot. Cutting shot. Krupp save. Rebound. Kelly scores! Kelly on the backhand had a lot of daylight. High glove, and he finds it. Jacob Kelly's 4th goal of the year makes it a 4-0 River Dragons lead. The goal coming with only 2:07 left to go in the period. Boy, oh boy, what a deflating goal. I mean, look, you're down 3-0. You get 3 bounces against you if you're the Prowlers. Probably not that bad, but when you get that one, which was just a big rebound and an open glove side, that's a crusher.
River Dragons goal, scored by number 29, Jacob Kelly. Assist to number 5, Cody Rogers.
Rogers will pick up the assist, and boy, Rogers did a lot of work to keep that puck in. I think the other assist goes to Krupp, I believe, if I heard that right. Puck out of play with 1:39 to go. Let's take a quick break along the network. 10 seconds for station identification. Back here for the conclusion of the Sun South first period of play with a 1:39 to go. It's 4-0 River Dragons, although Greco now in the box for 2 minutes, and once again, the River Dragons shorthanded. And so it's the third power play of the period for Port Huron. There's a centering feed. McBurney taps it away with a goal stick. Nice job to clear. Doe on to Petrantonio. Petrantonio pushing shorthanded. And now Doe following up the play. Doe looking for a place to put it. Left side, LaBelle couldn't quite catch up with the pass. Puck sent down as Columbus will set out a fresh penalty-killing unit here with just over a minute to go here in this first period.
There's 1 minute remaining in Sun South first period.
Underwood sending it on down the ice, chasing after it. And now Port Huron once again on the regroup here. Trying to work it up that left wing side. Cutting in quickly is Graham. Graham leaving it off. Devaney curls, looking for help. Feeds it to the left point, now gets it back. Devaney into the left side corner. Cross ice feed from Graham to the right point. Ends up in the right corner. Centering feed goes right through the crease off a skate, but out the other side. DeCumbus up top. Johnson over to the right side. Shot in. Blocker save made. Rebound and a glove save there. Rebound now sent down the ice. McBurney makes 2 big stops, and the River Dragons get the clear. 10 seconds to go in the period. Columbus lofting it out to center, trying to run that clock out. Here's Storjahan with a chance, but he's going to have to hurry. 3 seconds. He scores! Storjahan with a wrist shot that goes in just under the crossbar with 1 second left in the period. A shorthanded goal, and it's 5-0 River Dragons. Unbelievable. That's the second River Dragons shorthanded goal of the year.
River Dragons goal scored by number 4, unassisted, Alex Sturgeon.
19:59, time of the goal. Unassisted, Sturgeon's team leading 7th of the year. What a first period. Unbelievable. 20 minutes in, everything has gone right for the Columbus River Dragons. I mean, everything. The bounces, the breaks, everything has gone their way here in this one early. So keep that in mind, though. There's 40 minutes left to play in this game, and there's been a pretty substantial amount of puck luck that's been there for Columbus. However, if you're Port Huron, you have 5 periods left in this building, 2 tonight, 3 tomorrow. And I'm interested to see how they are going to respond. What comes out of that Prowlers dressing room when we come back for period number 2? Is there determination? Is there some sort of reaction? Do they up the physical game? I mean, there's a lot of questions right now facing this team, but boy, it's going to be interesting to see how it happens on the flip side. So that's it for our Sun South John Deere first period. When we come back, we've got a chat with Austin Doe coming your way. And then, of course, the Zelmos Zip In Out-of-Town scoreboard and a whole lot more. So stick around. Our Chick-fil-A first period intermission is coming up. 5-0. Columbus has the lead 20 minutes in. This is River Dragons hockey.
For over 17 years, Nukes has been serving premium proteins, fresh fruits, veggies, and dressing made from scratch. Always made to order in our family-rooted open kitchen with only the freshest of ingredients. Located in Columbus at 5555 Whittlesey Boulevard, Nukes has your favorite sandwiches, soups, and pizzas. Remember them for lunch, dinner, or if you're in need of catering. Be sure to check out Nukes.com for their $9.99 MVP special. Nukes is a proud supporter of your Columbus River Dragons.
Columbus, Georgia is considered by some as the hockey town of the South, boasting pro hockey since 1996. But 80 years before that first puck drop, another Chattahoochee Valley favorite got its start, Piggly Wiggly. Come on down to find a great selection of fresh meats and produce for your family's next meal or your next tailgate. We're proud to root for the hometown River Dragons because we've been the hometown team since forever. Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. We all count on our home's electrical outlets to provide us the power we need when we need it. But sometimes an overloaded circuit can lead to a blown outlet, so leave it to the pros at Mr. Sparky. We'll get it done right and get it done safely. Call now for $50 off electrical repairs.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888.
Limitations and restrictions may apply. Independently owned and operated. Licensed in the respective state or county.
Your vision, our drive. That's our motto at Express Printing. Providing printing and copy services for big businesses and small families. We bring big ideas to the world of graphic design and printing. Visit us at 1520 13th Avenue in Columbus. Or call 706-323-5639. We can also be found online at the letter X, PressPrintingandDesign.com. Express Printing, if you can imagine it, we can do it.
Welcome back in the first intermission report. We're joined by Austin Doe. Austin, thanks for joining us. And talk a little bit about your season, how things are going right now. River Dragons are off to a real good start.
Yeah, pretty good start. Just kind of the one lull that game there. But, compared to last year, we're off to a really good start. And I guess myself, pretty good start too, compared to last year. And I think just goes to show, just how deep our team is really. And any given night, anyone can be putting some numbers up.
It's interesting because we've heard Coach say, usually as teams like you guys kind of get to Christmas 500, maybe a little better, then put it together. But what's the difference this year?
I think we just got a lot of guys that understand the game. Rather than Boom and some of us older guys having to teach a lot, I think everyone kind of has, some hockey IQ up there, and we're kind of just fine tuning stuff already. Everyone kind of gets it. And, just the whole collectively as a group is just a lot smoother. And like I said, just tuning on the little stuff goes a long way.
And you mentioned yourself also off to a pretty good start stats-wise. I know not a lot of guys like to talk about it, but was there something in the off-season that you might have changed up or done differently, or just how has things clicked early for you this year?
Yeah, no, not at all, actually. Kind of did my usual stuff before I came down here. And this might have been probably the best start I've ever maybe gotten off to. I'm usually kind of a slow starter, and kind of seems like around about, here about 10, 15 games in, I usually pick it up. So hopefully it's still only upwards from here.
Right, yeah, that's right. If you pick it up from here, that'd be fantastic, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
Then finally, just kind of looking at Port Huron here for this weekend. When you look at this team, what do you see and what do you have to be wary of?
They got some older veteran guys that have been around too for a while, and they kind of play their own brand of hockey. They got some guys that can put the puck in the net, and I think we just got to really focus just on ourselves and our own game, and if we can stay on the right side of the puck and not give them anything too glorious early in games, and kind of get up maybe a couple halfway through the game and then just kind of play our style, I think we should be all right.
Austin, thanks so much for joining us.
No problem.
All right, we're back with more of the First Intermission Report in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons Hockey. This is Columbus River Dragons Hockey. River Dragons.
Inside Edge season ticket memberships are now available for the 22-23 Columbus River Dragons season. The Inside Edge gives you exclusive access to team events with players, promotional giveaways, merchandise discounts, ticket priority for select Civic Center events, and River Dragons playoffs, plus ticket exchange privileges and more. Call 706-507-GOAL, 706-507-4625 to score your Inside Edge membership today.
Hey Columbus, have you heard of BioLife Plasma Services? It adds up. Here's how. The cash you'll earn for your time donating plasma at BioLife adds up for the things you want. And your plasma donations can add up over time to create life-changing medicine for people with rare diseases. Stop in and check us out at our new Columbus BioLife location. New donors can earn up to $300 in their first 5 plasma donations at BioLife. Visit biolifeadsup.com to schedule an appointment today.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overbee Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overbee Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Vectorply is a world leader in development, manufacturing, and distribution of composite reinforcement materials for any and all projects you might have. Headquartered right here in Phoenix City, Vectorply prides itself on providing superior and timely customer service for all their customers' inquiries. No project is too big or too small for Vectorply. For more information on what they can do for you and your project, visit Vectorply.com. That's VECTORPLY.com. And get started on your next big project today.
And we're back here at the Columbus Civic Center. Tom Callahan here with you in the Chick-fil-A First Intermission Report. Want to welcome a couple of new sponsors to the broadcast, and indeed, Chick-fil-A is one of them, and Piggly Wiggly is the other. Brand new sponsors here, and welcome to our new sponsors. We're glad to have you on board and being a part of this River Dragons family. So, looking forward to that this season long. I know we have a lot of Chick-fil-A fans in the office and Piggly Wiggly fans actually in the office, so that is also going to be an awful lot of fun. And boy, this season's been fun so far. But I was just over talking to the Port Huron broadcaster, Will Wiegelman, and just kind of talking about the way that first period went. It's not necessarily a 5-0 game. Now, I know that's what the scoreboard says, 5-0 River Dragons. The first 3 goals, again, and if you're just joining us, it is 5-0 20 minutes in, and the River Dragons have had a tremendous start, but we're outshot in the period 15-12, and we'll get to the numbers in a moment. But also, the other thing is those first 3 goals were puck luck goals. They were bounces and breaks that the River Dragons took advantage of. Now, 2 things can be said about that. Number 1, it's nice for the River Dragons to get the bounces. And there are those who say, hey, you work hard, you make your own luck, you're going to get the bounces and the breaks. So Columbus worked hard, made its own bounces and breaks, and capitalized. That's the other thing. They capitalized when they got the breaks. Just because you get one doesn't mean you're going to score off it. But 3 times the River Dragons did. And I will say this, for Columbus, that was a good first period, even if it's 3-0. But the last 2 goals, legit. And, a couple times now, the goaltender, Hofflin, has been beaten on the glove side, gave up a lot of room on Kelly's goal, the backhander that beat him, and then Storjahan came in, had a couple seconds left, knew he had to shoot. Everybody in the building knew he had to shoot. But for whatever reason, Hofflin didn't really challenge the shot, and then it beat him over the shoulder. 1 second left to go. Shorthanded goal for the River Dragons. And, man, those are the kinds of goals that can be daggers. So now there's 21 seconds left to go in the interference penalty against Michael Greco. And Port Huron has a decision to make right now in the locker room, because it's actually, for me, if I'm the Prowlers coach, I'm looking at them going, guys, it is not that bad. I know it feels that bad. 5 is a lot. And you're going to have to scratch and claw your way back in this game. But you haven't played a game where you deserve to be down 5-0. I also, by the way, would not be surprised if the Prowlers made a goaltending change, because Hofflin is just not, he doesn't look sharp tonight. This is not his best game. He had great numbers coming in, but everybody has an off night. Hofflin's having his. So that I wouldn't be surprised by. But right now, Columbus has to be in its locker room saying, we cannot take our foot off the gas. We need to get after these guys even more. Even though there's a 5-goal lead, you do not want to let the Prowlers back in the game. I'm not saying they have to score 5 more, but they do need to press more of the play. The Prowlers spend an awful lot of time in the Dragons' end. And look at the power plays. This is right now the 3rd power play that's ongoing for Port Huron. Columbus hasn't had one yet. So right now the River Dragons have to be a little wary. But they're still leading, and it is still a 5-goal lead. I don't want to make this sound like they're trailing by 5. They're not. They're leading. But there's an opportunity for both sides here. There's an opportunity for Columbus to prove that they are a team that can put teams away. And there is a chance for Port Huron to prove that they're not a team that rolls over. I wonder which team we're going to see out of each locker room here coming back in our second period. Let's take a look at the Zelmo's Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard right now while we've got a moment. Zelmo's has been fueling life's passions since 1999. The FPHL busy tonight. 8 of the 10 teams in action. We told you a little earlier, but it bears repeating. Elmira at Watertown has been postponed because of that giant snowstorm currently rocking its way through New York State, so they will not play this weekend. Elsewhere, we have Danbury and Motor City. They are scoreless so far in that game. Binghamton with a 2-0 lead on Delaware, and the Carolina Thunderbirds with an early 1-0 lead over the Mississippi Seawolves. In the NHL, there's only one game going on. It is later, 10 p.m. puck drop, Kings at Canucks. And Vancouver still trying to right the ship, and the rumblings out of Vancouver, there will still be changes coming for the Vancouver Canucks. And an NFL note for you, if you're a Bills fan like me, the Buffalo Bills game that was supposed to be in Buffalo, again because of the snowstorm, against the Cleveland Browns has been moved to Detroit. So unfortunately the Bills lose the home game because of Mother Nature, and it ends up at a neutral site game. It's going to be interesting to see if the Bills are even going to be able to get out of town. They're supposed to leave Saturday, which is tomorrow. We'll see if they can even make it to Detroit. All right, so it is 5-0 right now. River Dragons leading the Port Huron Prowlers. Port Huron with 21 seconds of power play time when we come back in period number 2. And we're going to do just that coming up here on the other side of the break. That's it for our Chick-fil-A first intermission report. When we return, second period action brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. 5-0, Columbus in the lead. This is River Dragons hockey.
1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo's Zip-In. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We're proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Columbus Diagnostic Center, the area's clear choice for diagnostic imaging. CDC Northside features the area's first and only 3T MRI, the most powerful MRI available, and our new 64-slice CT scanner, cutting-edge imaging that's available at both locations. For over 30 years, patient comfort, lower costs, and uncompromising dedication remain our top priority. Clearer results for a more accurate diagnosis. Columbus Diagnostic Center and CDC Northside. Technology with a human touch.
Your vision, our drive. That's our motto at Express Printing, providing printing and copy services for big businesses and small families. We bring big ideas to the world of graphic design and printing. Visit us at 1520 13th Avenue in Columbus or call 706-323-5639. We can also be found online at the letter X, pressprintinganddesign.com. Express Printing, if you can imagine it, we can do it.
Oral and maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655.
Columbus, Georgia is considered by some as the hockey town of the South, boasting pro hockey since 1996. But 80 years before that first puck drop, another Chattahoochee Valley favorite got its start, Piggly Wiggly. Come on down to find a great selection of fresh meats and produce for your family's next meal or your next tailgate. We're proud to root for the hometown River Dragons because we've been the hometown team since forever. Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street.
And welcome back to the Columbus Civic Center. Tom Callahan here with you. Thank you so much for joining me here for Columbus River Dragons hockey. Pleased to have you as we're getting ready to go down on the ice here for period number 2. And 5-0. 5-0 is the score. But I talked about it, and if you're just joining us, yes, that's a River Dragons lead. But it really didn't feel like a 5-0 first period. The River Dragons took advantage of the bounces and the breaks. They were getting the puck luck. And so Columbus cashed in on some of those things. To their credit, again, credit the River Dragons for putting those pucks away when they could. But now they need to come out and, again, kind of show that they're a team that can put away another team when they're down. Port Huron, meanwhile, starts the period with 21 seconds of power play time with Greco in the box for interference. And the Prowlers have to figure out what they're going to do and how they're going to respond. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I had a feeling we might get a goaltender change, and we do. Port Huron installs Denick Rodrigue into the net. And so Rodrigue jumps into this game 20 minutes into it. So the exit line on Hofflin, he is on the hook. 5 goals against on 12 shots, so only 7 saves, and Rodrigue will jump in as we are underway here to start this Kinetic Credit Union second period. And the power play set up here for Port Huron. They jump right in. Vartiainen into the left side corner, getting it back up at the left point. Fanned on it, however. Kelly swats at it. kept in, and now out of the box is Greco. He takes a pass out of the box, and now 3-on-2 the other way. Here's Greco, right side moving in. Kelly going to the net. Greco to Kelly, and he just missed the pass. Rebound up top. Storjahan down low. Backdoor feed. Kelly is stopped on a right pad save by Rodriguez, and now back the other way. Here come Port Huron. There's a chance on the left side. A shot, and McBurney got just enough of a piece. Puck right back in front. LaBelle will dig it out and try to move it away. Kelly on the left wing side. He'll delay. Wait for a little help. Kelly swings it up top. Storjahan had it hop off the heel of his stick. Port Huron back the other way, and this game is wide open to start the second period. Off-angle chance off the shoulder of McBurney goes on a play. And so we get the whistle. So Danik Rodriguez has actually played most of the games for Port Huron this season. He's already got 10 appearances here. Although that's hard to believe. His record is 2-2-1 this year with a 3.6 goals against, .899 save percentage. About 300 minutes played, so I think that might be an error on the games played on the website there. However, he is in right now and has seen the elephant more than a few times here for Port Huron. And now up ahead, here's Doe on the left side for Columbus. In with a wrist shot. Rodriguez, the save went off the cuff of his mitten right back up to the left point where it's kept in. Here's Doe after it behind the net. Played along, ends up at the right point. Rogers holding. Long wrister in. Ooh, dangerous tip in front of the net. Just missed. Now back the other way. Devaney cutting into the slot. Wrist shot. Blocked away. Came right back to him. He'll send it to the near side corner. McBurney was jostled in front of the net, but it's pulled away by Columbus. Doe sending it to the opposite wing. Port Huron will send it right back in. Both teams trying to work on a change here. McBurney can't slow it down as it wraps its way around the rim. Doe's been out there for a minute on this change. He's trying to get to the bench. He still can't. Turned right back into the River Dragons end of things. Tipped along at center, now sent back in. Chased down by Petrantonio. Petrantonio cutting. Left wing side. Pass tipped down by Doe, who will finally go to the bench. Slapped around, and now Columbus trying not to get caught in a change here. They do execute. It ends up back with Frazier in the D zone. 2.5 minutes into the second period. 5-0 River Dragons. Much better start to the period, although Port Huron, I was going to say a better start for Port Huron, but Port Huron did have a good start to the first period as well. Prowlers looking to move this one out towards center. And it'll be turned right back. Frazier left side, banks it ahead. Onto the wing, here's Krupp. Krupp into the left side corner. Trying to stop over there, looking for some help. Wickline. Wickline cutting in front. His shot, Rodriguez save, and the rebound scooped out of the goal crease. Frazier trying to send it across, and second effort, he was able to keep a breakaway from happening. Almost had it tipped away and stolen. Now it's just dumped back to the Columbus end. And they will return it to the Port Huron side of things. Prowlers on the change here as they dump it deep. Graham. Vanelli turning it around the wall, but not out. A chance in front by Jay, deflected on goal. Save made there. McBurney, solid so far in this one. Here's Gill kicking it ahead to himself. Into the right side corner. Gill looks up, looking for help. Leaving it on the wall, Storjahan to the right point. Bouncing puck there is kept in by Greco, who knocks his man down, forced the turnover. Storjahan on the right side. He's got King up top, feeds it into the slot, bounced away from Kelly. And LaBelle can't keep it in. Here comes Port Huron. In on the left side, leaving it up top of the slot. A shot, McBurney, the save as he traps it against the chest on that Dalton J. Wrister. He'll hold on for a draw to his right. 4:04 into the second. River Dragons with a 5-0 lead. And by the way, we have a scoring correction as we go back to the first period. It is indeed that first goal, Paul Frazier from Krupp and Wickline at 4:14. So they have made the change on that one. It was Frazier's goal. Storjahan will pull the draw back in the defensive zone. King will work it back towards LaBelle. LaBelle behind his own goal, stops there. He'll reset the breakout. LaBelle wants somebody on the left side. There's nobody there, so he has to go right side to Greco, who flips it to an open wing. And Kelly's got to come all the way back for it. He'll leave it off to LaBelle. LaBelle up the left side. Here's King, right wing. Over to Kelly. Kelly through the skates. Tried to cut through the D, but Johnson was able to suss that move out and knock it away. Port Huron will push back into the right side now. There's a chance wristed wide there by Foley around to the left half wall. That one is held in. Devaney stick handling behind the net, reversing to the far corner. Jay into the slot, and Vartiainen fanned, and out it goes. Port Huron trying to quickly regroup here and catch Columbus in a change, but they don't. Devaney able to feed it ahead. A backhand chance. That one is held by McBurney as he got down low with the left pad to hang on. 5-0. Columbus in the lead. 5:15 into this Chick-fil-A second period. We're back with more River Dragons hockey.
Away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
For it.
5:15 gone here in the second period. It's 5-0 River Dragons. Face-off coming up to the left of the Columbus net. And the draw one back. Rogers will go around after it. Out the right wing side. Puck tipped through center, too far for Dill. And now Ozelinch playing it back into his own end. Rogers chasing after it. Tied up in the near side corner. Freeborn over there. Trying to move it free. And now onto the right wing. Ahead come the River Dragons. Here's Underwood trying to drive the net. Poked it in front. Rodrigue knocked it away. Columbus on the rebound here. Fed to the left point. Ozelinch on it. Long wrister through traffic. And that one is blocked away in front. Petrantonio setting the screen. Underwood letting it go behind the net. Doe wraparound attempt. Doe leaves it up left point. Ozelinch shot, and Rodrigue got a piece as he came out to his right. Able to take that one away, and it's cleared down the ice. It rolls right in on McBurney, so no icing, and he's going to freeze. And he'll hold on for the face-off here. 6:14 into the second period. 5-0 Columbus, and probably the best offensive foray of the period for the River Dragons so far. Face-off will come to the left of McBurney here. And we've got a little bit of chatting going on with the referees. Frazier, or pardon me, that's Doe actually over there trying to communicate something. Port Huron's going to shift the wings here. Jay comes over to the right side. Graham winning the draw back to the right point. And that'll be slid into the corner. And now a centering feed tipped away by McBurney. Up top, there's a shot. McBurney again the save. Rebound to the boards, and Petrantonio just hits the eject button and gets rid of it. There's a lead on the right side. Here's Jay moving in. Jay, right side corner shot. Save McBurney. Rebound to the left point. Another drive, and that one is sent high. It works its way all the way back to the Port Huron line. Here's Graham taking a lead on the left wing. Tried to center. That one knocked back into the corner. Yelensky's up with it. He'll feed it across, and now it's picked up on the right wing by Krupp. Krupp setting it deep. Around the rim it goes. Yelensky's left half wall, put it on goal. Rodrigue to save. Quick line trying to get to it. Poked away by Rodrigue. And Port Huron will flip that one on down. 7:15 into the second period. 5-0 Columbus. Frejo set up behind the River Dragons net. Really in no hurry to move it. Finally, he's got what he wants. And now on the right side, here's Wickline. Wickline through center, trying to punch it along. Could not. Back the other way. Here comes Port Huron. Devaney leaving it. Left side shot and a save by McBurney. Vartiainen tried to beat him over the right shoulder, but McBurney out aggressively on the angle. Tipped back in. Frazier on it. They'll play it up, stretch for Krupp. Krupp stops, feeds it over. Storjahan moving in with Kelly. Storjahan toe drag, got through the D, but lost the puck. Storjahan left side, stops in the half wall. High slot Frazier, and he had it knocked away. Vartiainen out to center with it. He'll backhand it along. Now here's a chance for Port Huron, but the puck bouncing away, fed to the slot. Storjahan tips it to the line, not out. Long shot in, gloves, save McBurney, and he'll hold. Bailey McBurney grabbing a whistle. 8:19 into the second, 5-0. River Dragons in the lead, but again, as they did in the first, Port Huron starting strongly here in the second. Greco has the puck in behind his own net. And he will look to move the puck up the ice. Port Huron on it, trying to move it right back. They'll try to move on that right wing into the corner. LaBelle tying up his man. It's getting a little testy. Parsons gave a sideways look at LaBelle, but they part company. Here's King and over the right wing side. Try to put it back towards the point. And Kelly can't get to it. 2-on-2 developing for Port Huron. Back the other way. Here's Freeborn putting it in front. A shot, and McBurney, the save on the backhand chance there in front by Federley. The big thump on the far side you heard was Greco delivering a hit. But Port Huron also got a good scoring chance as well. So well, things pick up just a little bit there. The crowd, of course, loves the hit as well. As it ends up with LaBelle. Here's Storjahan on the left side, looking to move it to center. He'll feed it over to the right wing. And now Petrantonio with a wrist shot, and that went off the knob of the stick on Rodrigue. Rebound came around to the near side. Left point, Ozelinch holding it in. Ozelinch, long shot wide of the net. And now Port Huron trying to move it through center, but Rogers picked off the pass, tried to leave it into space for himself. Gets it to the right wing side, chopped deeper by Underwood. Underwood, though, tied up trying to get to the puck as it's fed behind the net. Doe giving chase. And turned over again behind the net. Here's Underwood on the left side. Underwood, left side corner. Krupp getting it over towards Doe. Doe to the right point. There's a shot coming in, tipped way out of play. And we get a break here with 9:35 to go in the second period. 5-0 River Dragons in the lead. We are right back with more Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Specializes in managing single-family homes, single condos, entire HOAs, small and large apartments, and commercial business properties in the Chattahoochee Valley and beyond. Their expert property management team takes on the day-to-day chores of managing your rental property so you can enjoy a successful investment. Some of the responsibilities they handle are marketing, tenant interactions, lease agreements, and more. See them at ighproperties.net. That's ighproperties.net. IGH Properties. Happy tenants, happy owners, better rentals.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, 5-0 River Dragons in the lead over the Port Huron Prowlers. The second period brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. Tomorrow, by the way, Education Night, sponsored by Kinetic Credit Union. We'll talk more about that in a moment. The River Dragons of the attack. Here's Vanelli on the right side with a shot. That one is deflected away, and now right back Port Huron. Trying to move it ahead to center. Here's Jay with it. And that one is picked off and sent back out through center. Minnie will play it across and now get it back. Both teams on the regroup. Columbus using the chance to change the forward lines. Doe feeds it onto the right side. Picked off by Krupp. He'll rush in with a wrist shot. Blocker save. And the rebound, Jay able to move it away to center. Frazier turning it back, but Jay right there to intercept. He'll drive up the right wing for Port Huron, leaving it up top. Graham trying to cut in. Sticked away in front by LaBelle. He tried to send that pass through traffic. Ends up on the near side. Up to the right point. It rolls out to center. 8.5 to go in the second period. 5-0 Columbus. Rolling puck, no shot. Now off-angle chance. McBurney the save on Henning. Puck comes around. McBurney another save. Rebound is cleared to the corner by LaBelle. And now put off the glass and out by the River Dragons. Johnson on the right side. Puck tipped down. No icing. LaBelle after it. And now Columbus will set up the breakout here. Port Huron changing it up. And once again, I like the patience here for the River Dragons. They are in no hurry to move things. Vartiainen tried to force Frazier out from behind the net. LaBelle out from behind the net. He was having nothing to do with it. Frazier actually hopped off the ice on a change. Was watching him go off in behind. Finally, Columbus moving it ahead. And that was Greco able to move it up. Gill in behind the net after the puck. Played around. Chip past LaBelle. And now Port Huron the other way. But a penalty coming up, and it's going to be again against Columbus. Greco pokes the puck off the stick there of Devaney. Still haven't gotten a touch, though. Extra man's out for Port Huron. Got to get possession to get the whistle. Devaney a shot save made. Rebound in front. Poked up in the air. We finally get the whistle. McBurney made a big stop in front of the goal. And now, for the fourth time in the hockey game, Columbus is going to be shorthanded.
The River Dragons of Buffalo and Pepsi would like to welcome our special groups and fans tonight. First off, a big welcome to our new partner this year, Chick-fil-A.
Let's see what we're going to get here. Well, I missed the indication there, but it is Gill who goes into the box.
Then saw the groups coming out and supporting the River Dragons tonight.
12:49 time of the penalty. And the fourth power play means the first Franklin Financial penalty kill for the River Dragons. First Franklin Financial is giving you personal loans at the speed of life. And now we get another penalty coming up against Columbus. It's going to be 5-on-3. Jay will feed it up top. Onto the right side. Here's a chance. Wrist shot tumbling in towards the net. Touched by Columbus. And so a tripping call. We'll take a quick break. 6:42 to go in the second. 5-on-3 for Port Huron. What? No, not yet. We won't take a quick break. We will in a moment. But tripping the call here against Storjahan. And so that one coming at 13-18. The fans are getting involved right now, voicing their displeasure. Now the puck around to the right point, held in by Port Huron, but only momentarily. And, well, why not? Push short-handed here. Rogers up by himself. He'll carry to the right with a wrist shot. Rodriguez glove save, and he'll play that aside with no pressure on that rebound. Rogers with a short-handed chance. Port Huron back in to set up. Plenty of room in this 5-on-3. 1:04 to go in that situation. 5-0 Columbus leads. There's a shot blocked off a defender in front. Johnson up top. Shrewsbury with a shot. That one is blocked now. Reaching out to his left. Vic Burney able to grab the puck and hang on. Oh, that one. Big stop there, and, well, McBurney was unhappy with Johnson, who kind of buzzed the tower there as he was trying to hang on to the puck, and now we got Petrantonio talking it over with Johnson in the corner. And now Johnson's going to get a talking to from Ozolin on his way to the bench. Ozo's just got his mitt on the small of his back. They're just having a discussion on the way, but I'm sure Ozo is saying, hey, man, you want to go later, look me up. 5-on-3 for the next 52 seconds. By the way, Scantlebury with the shot there. That was the cause of all that. Foley in for the draw, winning it back to the point. It'll be fed to the right side. Vartiainen getting into the left side, and now to the left wing corner. Devaney feeding it back up top. Now over Vartiainen. Everybody down below the top of the circle. There's a wrist shot that is blocked. Great job by Vanelli to front the puck. Coming up on 30 seconds of the 5-on-3. Port Huron moving it around. Devaney, high slot, wrist shot. That was also blocked off a body and out of play. Wickline able to get in front of that biscuit. 25 seconds to go in a 5-on-3 with 5:35 left to go here in this Kinetic Credit Union second period. Shots are 29-19 in favor of the Prowlers. Vartiainen playing a little pitch and catch up top. Federley left side. Devaney backdoor pass missed. Wraps its way out of the zone. All the way around the corner and back out. Now rushed in, and Port Huron was offside. Federley was trying to hurry it along and put the play offside at the line. And that offside is brought to you by Old School Barber Shop, online at oldschoolbarbershoppe.com. Book online anytime. Also, book online through their Facebook and Instagram. I was just there the other day, got a haircut, enjoyed myself. It's a nice place. You should stop by, check it out. Vartiainen down for the right point. 5-on-3 is over. We're 5-on-4. Vartiainen sending it over. Federley with a drive, and that is blocked by the shin pads of Greco. Gill out of the box and immediately into a defensive posture. 16 seconds ago on the man advantage for the Prowlers. No matter what happens here, this one is definitely a win. There's over Vartiainen with a shot, hit his own man. Rebound ricochets to the side, is cleared off the glass and out. Out of the box is Storjahan. And do you believe it? Over a minute of 5-on-3 power play time. Port Huron is held off the board. That is a First Franklin Financial penalty kill for you. I mean, the River Dragons came in at 93%. Those numbers will increase. Jay looping back in his own end. It's 5-on-5 hockey once again. Petrantonio grounds that play to a halt on the wall as he tied his man up. Dump back in. McBurney will just let it bounce. LaBelle out the right side. And now the pass near side. Dope picks it up off the dasher. Tips it to himself, but a little too far. Turn to center. Graham fighting back for it. Greco trying to wrestle it away from him and pushing it ahead. Greco moving in. He'll chee up a drive, and he ripped that one wide with a rolling puck. Petrantonio boots it back in. Nobody there on the right side, though. Scantlebury tried to carry it in. Jay sends it towards the net. Stick to side by McBurney. Petrantonio stick checked as he tried to clear. Comes down to Greco. Greco to the near side to Kelly. Kelly leaving it off. LaBelle. LaBelle to center. Eases a pass through. River Dragons moving slowly into the zone, but still moving ahead nonetheless. Cleared around now and a chance to clear, and Freeborn does get it ahead. And now Port Huron trying to push in, but Scantlebury was stopped as it's cleared down. Bouncing puck at center. Kelly tried to push it to himself, but he is offside, has to tag up. Does so. Play continues rolling. 3:03 to go in the second. 5-0 Columbus. Here's Rogers in on the left side. Tried to walk it in front. Punched in behind the net. On the near side. Cleared up to the left point. Kelly holding there. In front. Shot tipped. Right pad save Rodrigue. Cool as a cucumber on that one. Left point, here's Kelly. Kelly. Wrist shot. Ricochets off shin pads and now a race. Here's Merritt. Merritt of the right side, but he elects to slow it down, wait for some help, and then his pass was deflected away anyway. Storjahan back up the left wing to King. King and over the line. Storjahan left side corner. Curls it around, sends it through the front of the net. Kelly couldn't get a stick on it. Left point held there by Rogers. Storjahan behind the net, rolling puck. Looking for help from Kelly. He was tied up. Bounds to the right point. Frazier, his wrister, sails high. Cleared up the near side boards. Bounced out to center off of Rogers. Frazier back for it. Storjahan will turn it back in. Columbus to the change. 2 minutes ago in the second period. 5-0 River Dragons. Dump back down. Will it be icing? No. Vanelli tried to clear. Could not. Puck into the slot. And still over there. Now a chance up top. Shot, and Devaney has his wrister tipped into the netting. 1:47 to go in the second. 5-0 River Dragons. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
For Beam, community isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. We believe that when we care together, work together, and even cheer for our favorite teams together, we are closer to what counts. Beam has been improving the way we connect since 1964, not just with technology, but with our communities and with each other, because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business. Beam, bringing East Alabama more. It's in our name.
1:47 to go in the Kinetic Credit Union second period. 5-0 River Dragons. Tom Callahan here with you in the Harvey Lumber Press Box. And Air Force Heating and Air would like to recognize all military personnel, current and retired. Thank you for your service. Face off to the left here of McBurney. And Port Huron, once again, really putting the shots on net here, but unable to find anything that works. As the River Dragons wedge that puck out to center, it bounces behind Krupp. He didn't see it in time. Now he steals it back, but then it was taken by Vartiainen on the pass. Vartiainen back for Port Huron. Tried a delayed 1-foot wrister. That one deflected to the corner. Turned over, though. Down to the right point. Johnson backhands it across the crease. Nobody there. Devaney had the puck checked off his stick, and now knocked in the corner is Krupp. Johnson over there. Vanelli tying him up. Port Huron out with the puck. Pass blocked by Frazier behind the net. Around to the left point. That one is held in. 1 minute to go in the period. Frazier off the dasher. Up top now it's cleared, and that does get out. Third time's a charm there, as Heinzel has to go all the way back into his own end. Devaney feeding it back across. And the Prowlers trying to push in on the left side. Heinzel knocked down as he tried to get in with the puck. And Port Huron will head to change it up. But forecheck pressure here from Yelensky. He's trying to steal the puck away. And he does. Knocks it into the corner, but now it's chopped away from him. Up top, Underwood sends it to an open wing. Yelensky's trying to go back to the front of the net after it, but he's at the end of his shift and now peels off for the change. Puck dumped into the Columbus end and sent right back the other way. Petrantonio after it. They'll say no icing here, so Rodrigue out to play it, and he's just hanging on to it. Now he gets rid of it. Around it goes and out to center. That'll do it for the period. So the score does not change, but remains in favor of the River Dragons. 5-0. Man, Port Huron taking a moment before they hop off the bench. Bailey McBurney had some words for a couple of the Prowlers on his way by. But at this point, after the first period, they really didn't go Port Huron's way. Scoreless in that second period for both these teams. And still plenty of hockey left to go in this one, but the frustration perhaps mounting a little bit for the Port Huron Prowlers. So before we get to our break and our intermission, why don't we take 10 seconds along the network for station identification. And so coming up next, it'll be our Shred-Away second intermission report. Want to remind everybody that Education Night is tomorrow night, presented by Kinetic Credit Union. Students and educators get a buy one, get one ticket deal through the River Dragons office. Stop by, see us tomorrow during the day, or come on down before game time. And for Kinetic members, family 4-packs available, just 4 for $48 for Kinetic members. And yes, you must be a Kinetic Credit Union member. All right, 40 minutes in, 5-0 River Dragons in the lead. Shred-Away second intermission report is up next. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Italian Kitchen on Blackman Road is the River Dragons' preferred destination for fine Italian dining. A fully scratched kitchen, locally owned, and rated among the best eats in Columbus for years on end. They create dining excellence through unequivocal passion, humility, and class. With a handwritten and seasonally changing menu, there's always something to enjoy at Trivioli Italian Kitchen. Just a short drive from downtown Columbus to Trivioli's on Blackman Road. Tell them the River Dragons sent you. Visit them online at trivioliitalian.com.
Inside Edge season ticket memberships are now available for the 22-23 Columbus River Dragons season. The Inside Edge gives you exclusive access to team events with players, promotional giveaways, merchandise discounts, ticket priority for select Civic Center events, and River Dragons playoffs, plus ticket exchange privileges and more. Call 706-507-GOAL, 706-507-4625 to score your Inside Edge membership today.
Hey guys, this is Mike Hostelow of the Mike Hostelow Law Firm.
It's Rick Willis of the Mike Hostelow Law Firm.
Did you know that car accidents are the #1 case of injuries in the U.S.? So if you find yourself in a car wreck,
call or text me at 844-GET-MIKE or visit us at MikeHostelowLawFirm.com.
Do yourself a favor and I hope that you learn. Been in the wreck, call a Mike Hostelow Law Firm.
So if you've been injured, please give us a call.
Let's have a conversation.
Michael G. Hostelow, 1301 First Avenue, Suite 101, Columbus, 31901.
Let Shred-Away, a division of the Overbee Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shred-Away, a division of the Overbee Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shred-Away, 706-577-9668.
And welcome back here in the Shred-Away second intermission report. I'm Tom Callahan. Thanks for joining me here. And 40 minutes into it, it remains 5-0 Columbus River Dragons. Now, if you're just joining us, I'll give you a quick summary here. In that first period, Columbus scored all 5 of its goals. The first 3, pretty good breaks and bounces for the River Dragons. Now, the next 2, good quality goals for the team, so they have a 5-0 lead. The question I had coming out into the second period was, what are we going to see from both teams? Is Columbus going to be a team that can come out and put away the Port Huron Prowlers? Are the Port Huron Prowlers going to be a team that comes out and pushes back hard, really tries to make something happen? The answer was maybe a little bit of both, but also a little bit of neither. And what we ended up with was no scoring in the second period. A goaltender change for Port Huron, which did settle things down. But honestly, the River Dragons did not test the back of goaltender Rodrigue all that much in the second period. Instead, it was Port Huron continuing to fire shots at Bailey McBurney. And, of course, thanks to the fact that they had a pretty generous 5-on-3 in the intermission, it was well over a minute in length. And during that 5-on-3, several good scoring chances. Now, McBurney and company held the fort. Several good block shots in front for the River Dragons. And you love to see not only the defensemen, but the forwards selling out to block those shots. But for Port Huron right now, kind of a tale of 2 games. Yes, it was a better second period defensively. They took care of things in their own end a lot more. They got the saves they needed from their goaltender. But offensively, very frustrating. The Prowlers have not proven they can score yet. And despite all their shots, Bailey McBurney really has only been tested to a high degree of difficulty. I'd say 3, maybe 4 times in this game, despite the fact that shots are now 29-20 in favor of the Port Huron Prowlers. So if you're the River Dragons, really what you want to do is continue to tighten up defensively. Do everything you can to stay out of the box at this point in this 5-0 hockey game. Columbus hasn't had a power play yet in this one. And so, the Prowlers are playing, to their credit, a fairly clean game. They are generating offensively, but they're just, as I mentioned, just not those high danger scoring chances that I'm sure Port Huron really wants to see here in the third period. That said, I do like that Columbus slowed things down a lot in the second, did try to control the pace of play, especially on the breakouts. There were a couple of times we saw the River Dragons defensemen line up behind the net and just wait, be patient, try to settle things down, or get a forward to swing one side to the other, let the breakout develop a little bit, in some cases get a line change, and Port Huron is not pressuring them, so they have the luxury of time. It's kind of like the ground game in football. You run the ball, you let the clock run when you've got the lead. Every second, every 5 seconds you can tick off on a breakout, maybe 10 seconds. You're just running that clock down a little bit more. And also then finding those open men in motion to be able to move the puck to, make that good first pass, get it out of your zone without it being intercepted and without generating a scoring chance for Port Huron. And again, Bailey McBurney's been a great story in this one. He has been solid, stopped everything thrown his way so far. He's having a great outing here tonight for the Columbus River Dragons. So right now, with 20 minutes left to go in this one, Port Huron still has a lot to play for. And again, don't forget, these same two teams are at it again tomorrow night. But at this point, if you're in that Port Huron Prowlers locker room, they need to find some answers, and they don't have any for how to put the puck in the net just yet. Now, meanwhile, if you're Columbus, you'd like to ratchet up the offensive side of the game a little bit here, come out in the third. And not that a 5-goal lead is insignificant. It's certainly a solid lead, but Columbus at this point, I think, in this final 20 minutes, wants to apply some more pressure, spend some more time in the offensive zone, and generate a little bit more than just off the rush. All right, so we're halfway through our shred-away second intermission report. Columbus has that 5-0 lead. When we come back, we'll get inside the numbers for you, and we'll also take a look at the Zelmo's Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard. All that and more coming your way in just a moment. 40 minutes in, 5-0 River Dragons in the lead, and this is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Italian Kitchen on Blackman Road is the River Dragons' preferred destination for fine Italian dining. A fully scratched kitchen, locally owned, and rated among the best eats in Columbus for years on end. They create dining excellence through unequivocal passion, humility, and class. With a handwritten and seasonally changing menu, there's always something to enjoy at Trivioli Italian Kitchen. Just a short drive from downtown Columbus to Trivioli's on Blackman Road. Tell them the River Dragons sent you. Visit them online at trivioliitalian.com.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Columbus, Georgia is considered by some as the hockey town of the South, boasting pro hockey since 1996. But 80 years before that first puck drop, another Chattahoochee Valley favorite got its start, Piggly Wiggly. Come on down to find a great selection of fresh meats and produce for your family's next meal or your next tailgate. We're proud to root for the hometown River Dragons because we've been the hometown team since forever. Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street.
Nothing to do tonight. Want to bet? At Victoryland Casino, you'll find the latest and greatest gaming machines featuring fun bonuses and huge jackpots. Wager and win on horse and greyhound races from all over the world. And try your luck on our popular sports parlay promotion. Don't miss your chance to win at Victoryland Casino, located off I-85, exit 22, Shorter, Alabama. Must be 21 or older.
For over 17 years, Nukes has been serving premium proteins, fresh fruits, veggies, and dressing made from scratch. Always made to order in our family-rooted open kitchen with only the freshest of ingredients. Located in Columbus at 5555 Whittlesey Boulevard, Nukes has your favorite sandwiches, soups, and pizzas. Remember them for lunch, dinner, or if you're in need of catering. Be sure to check out Nukes.com for their $9.99 MVP special. Nukes is a proud supporter of your Columbus River Dragons.
And welcome back here to the Columbus Civic Center in the Shredaway Second Intermission Report. Tom Callahan here with you. Thank you so much for joining me. As let's take a look at our Zelmos Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard. Zelmos has been fueling life's passions since 1999. So 8 of the 10 teams in action here tonight. Looking around the FPHL, Elmira at Watertown has been postponed, as we've told you there a couple times, because of that giant snowstorm working its way through New York right now. Other games that are going on, Binghamton's got a 2-1 lead over Delaware, and that one has moved into the third period. Then we also have a 1-1 tie between Danbury and Motor City. That one is after 2 periods of play. And Carolina, boy, they're having a time with Mississippi. 7-2, the Thunderbirds over the Seawolves right now in that one. Let's take a look in the National Hockey League, and we find just one game on the docket tonight, and that one won't drop the puck for another hour or so. Coming up at 10 o'clock Eastern, the Kings are at the Canucks. And as I mentioned earlier, we did have an NFL note for you, as they have moved the Buffalo Bills game to Detroit with the Cleveland Browns. So Buffalo and Cleveland will be played in Detroit. If the Bills can get out of Buffalo tomorrow, they're supposed to leave tomorrow. I'm surprised they didn't leave ahead of time, but we'll see if they're able to get out of Buffalo. Reports are that the snow is coming hard and heavy there right now, so good luck. We'll see. All right, so back here in the Harvey Lumber press box. Harvey Lumber, serving the community for over 150 years. Tom Callahan here with you, and I want to remind you to get your free Fire and Ice digital program for every home game. You can do that at rdragons.com, the letter R, dragons.com. And check out what's going on in the world of your Columbus River Dragons. And some pretty cool features in there, including some of the guys' game day playlists and their game day routines. So if you ever wanted a little peek inside the world of the pro athlete and what these guys do on a typical game day, check it out, rdragons.com. You can download your free program. Or if you're here tonight and you pick up one of the programs on the way in, you can scan the QR code that is in those notes and also download it that way as well. I know it's newfangled and funky and fun. Looking at the numbers here after 2 periods of play, and we find that it's still a 5-0 game on the scoreboard, but 5 is a big number because that is the number of power plays Port Huron has had in this one. 0 for 3 in that second period, including a significant stretch of 5-on-3 hockey. They were just unable to do anything with it. 14 shots for Port Huron, 8 for the River Dragons in the period, so 2 period totals 29 for Port Huron and 20 for the River Dragons, who right now on pace to be outshot for the first time this season. But, as I mentioned, really nothing to show for it right now if you are the Port Huron Prowlers. It's disappointing the way this game has gone offensively for you. They did calm things down, make a goaltender change, and things did get better once they had Danik Rodrigue end up in net. But it really wasn't enough to undo the damage. And so, again, coming back, we've got 20 minutes left in this one. I am curious to see what the response will be again from both teams after the intermission. So stick around. We will be moving into that third period here in just a moment. That does it for our Shredaway second intermission report. And when we come back, it is the third period presented by IGH Properties. 5-0 Columbus in the lead over Port Huron. This is River Dragons hockey.
99 Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo's Zip-In. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We are proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
For Beam, community isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. We believe that when we care together, work together, and even cheer for our favorite teams together, we are closer to what counts. Beam has been improving the way we connect since 1964, not just with technology, but with our communities and with each other. Because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business. Beam, bringing East Alabama more. It's in our name.
River Dragons hockey is more fun in a group. Come celebrate your birthday, anniversary, reunion, and more. Get 10 or more people together to enjoy the best available seating, a special VIP entrance, group recognition at the game, a visit from Scorch or Torch, and more. Plus, you can add on options like Chuck-a-Pucks, souvenir hats or pucks, and even a team gear shopping spree. Groups of 30 or more get a post-game photo on the ice. Group perks are only available through the River Dragons office by calling 706-507-4625.
Are fall projects piling up on your property? Do you still have to borrow a tractor from your buddies? It's time to get your own John Deere from SunSouth. We'll help you find the right tractor with implements that are as fun to operate as they are powerful. And during our fall sales event, you can take advantage of store-wide savings, including 0% interest on John Deere 1 Series, 3 Series, and even 5 Series tractors. So come see us at SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Expires November 30, 2022.
Announcing Wade Cleaner's newest location at 6801 River Road, located just across from the new VA hospital. This location has a drive-thru and is open 6 days a week. Tell us you heard this and receive 25% off your first visit. Wade Cleaners, since 1939.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Back at the Columbus Civic Center, Tom Callahan here with you. 5-0 River Dragons in the lead over the Port Huron Prowlers. And we have played 40 minutes in. And boy, this it's been an interesting game. All the scoring in the first period, all 5 goals for the River Dragons. The last goal of the period came with just 1 second left, a shorthanded marker for Alex Storjahan. But looking over the goals in that first period, Paul Frazier at 4:14, and then 24 seconds later, Edgar Zozelinch. Then at 10:58, your captain, Josh Petrantonio, collects his first of the year, 17:53. You get a goal, the 4th of the season for number 29, Jacob Kelly. And then Alex Storjahan shorty, as I mentioned, with just 1 second to go in the period, 5-0. Goaltender change for Port Huron. They do settle things down in their net, but despite the fact that they had 15 shots in the first, 14 in the second, they've not figured out a way to score a goal yet in this one. Now, Bailey McBurney's been very good, but also it helps that the River Dragons have been selling out, blocking shots, and really helping out their goaltender from that standpoint as well. And so now, if you're the River Dragons, you're looking at this from a standpoint of coming out in this third period, trying to figure out a way to really put things away and get on this Port Huron team, because don't forget, tomorrow night they have to play again. It's going to be a different game, and if you are the Columbus River Dragons, you know that in the back of your mind. You want to set a tone. They want to set a tone, and both teams are going to be going at it here this evening when it comes to that. So you got to get out in front of it. If you're Columbus, you have to make something happen, and that is exactly what the River Dragons are going to try to do here, as the Zamboni circling and getting ready to head off the ice here in a moment. Or at least, I don't know if it's got another pass or not here. Might make another pass, but coaching staff coming back out onto the bench for the Columbus River Dragons. And, you know, one of the things I absolutely love, and it's funny, is you see Coach Jerome Bouchard coming out. He waves at the fans and, you know, says hi. The little kids all get excited. And it's things like that that really make the day of a young kid, or even just a fan, a season ticket holder, or turns a fan into a season ticket holder, and just, you know, makes them excited to follow this team. And it's a great vibe that is here and has been a part of this River Dragons organization. And, you know, it's fun to be around. And right now, I got to tell you, they're following it up with winning. And, boy, you keep doing that, and the fans will turn out. Pretty good crowd here on hand tonight. Tomorrow night is Education Night, brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. So educators and students, you get a buy one, get one deal through the River Dragons office. And so we would love to have you come down and join us tomorrow. So stop by the River Dragons office if you're a student or an educator, and you can get a buy one, get one ticket deal. Now, if you're a Kinetic Credit Union member, there are family 4-packs available just for Kinetic Credit Union members. 4 tickets for $48. And if you want to come join us for tomorrow night when the Prowlers go back at it with the River Dragons, we would love to have you. And looking forward to a good crowd tomorrow evening. And as I mentioned, a pretty good crowd here. Boy, they had a lot to cheer about in the opening 20 minutes as the referees returned to the ice. And now the River Dragons return to the ice behind them. But you would love to see Columbus, if you're a River Dragons fan, open it up just a little bit more and try to do just a little bit more in the offensive zone. Defensively, they've allowed 29 shots. Not great as far as the numbers go, but looking at the quality of the chances and considering that Port Hurons have 5 power plays, you know that the level of high-danger chances has been low, and that is at least a good point. Now the focus has got to be on number 1, staying out of the box, and number 2, for Columbus, again, spending a little bit more time in that offensive zone, generating some more pressure, and the tone that needs to be set here in this third period on both sides is big. So we'll see what these two teams are bringing out here as we are getting ready to start period number 3. So let's get set to drop the puck. Period 3 brought to you by IGH Properties. As they check the goal, Bailey McBurney down to our left. River Dragons in the red uniforms here this evening. Port Huron wearing the road white. If I were to describe the striping to you, I would say for Port Huron it's kind of a cross between the Red Wings and the Canadians on those jerseys. The interesting thing is the wide red stripe in the front of the jersey does not carry around to the back for the Port Huron Prowlers. Kind of an interesting look. As that one sent down, that'll be icing. But a sharp one nonetheless. Face-off will come now to the right side of Bailey McBurney. Everybody's over to the left for the draw. The linesman standing on the right side dot. All right, let's change it up then, shall we? Everyone to the near side. And that aborted attempt. We'll see Merritt circle back in across from Wickline. Wickline spins it back. Off the boards to the left point. It's pushed ahead, and now potential 2-on-1, but the puck getting just a little too far for Wickline. Scantlebury turning back for Port Huron. Left side in with a wrist shot. He fanned on it. Puck left off a chance. That one was blocked down in front. Never got through. Once again, Columbus has done a nice job getting in front of pucks here today as well. Puck in the slot. Vanelli able to pull it out, and now odd man rush if they hurry. Krupp up the right side. Vanelli going to the net. Krupp, his shot. Glove save. Rebound sitting there, and it's gobbled up and held by Rodrigue. He knocked it down with the mitt, and it took him a second to find it. Wickline was looking for that rebound, but couldn't quite get there in time. Face-off will now be to his left. Rodrigue came in to start the second period. Hasn't allowed a goal yet. Has seen 8 shots, now 9 from the River Dragons. Columbus winning the draw. Right point Rogers, long shot wide of the net. Clearing attempt is kept in on that right side. Up to the point, Rogers looking for a seam. Again, putting it wide. Rebound off the backside. Diving over. Rodrigue took it away from Petrantonio. And now Port Huron able to move it out to center. Jay is held up on the wall. That's going to bring a penalty against Ozelinch. Well, we talked about Columbus staying out of the box, and they're going to go right back in. Probably an interference call, I'm guessing. The timing on the hit just a little bit too late after the puck was gone in the judgment of the referee. And power play number 6 coming up for the Port Huron Prowlers.
Another Columbus River Dragon penalty. Assessed to number 13, Edward Ozelinch.
1:29, time of the interference call. Face-off will be to the left of McBurney. And Port Huron controlling. Johnson over the right side, a shot blocked. Kerms back to Johnson, middle of the blue line. To the right half wall, back up middle of the blue line, Johnson left side. Now a chance in front, that one is turned away. And down it goes. Rodrigue out to handle it in the corner. River Dragons talking over the kill here. Good communication there defensively. Greco and LaBelle ironing it out. Port Huron back in over the line, left side to Cumbus. To the left point, Johnson. Johnson onto the right wing, shot. That one whistled wide on the blocker side. Johnson into the left side corner, chance to clear, and nice job there to get it down by Greco. Port Huron working on changing its first power play unit.
Let's go Dragons!
1:03 to go and counting in this first Franklin Financial penalty kill. Personal loans at the speed of life. And now Port Huron trying to move it ahead. Vartiainen with it. And he lost it. Chasing it back down is Devaney. He'll stop and leave it. 38 seconds to go on the man advantage. 5-0 River Dragons in the lead. We come up on 3 minutes in, and Vanelli throwing a big hip check on the near side. Puck kept in, though. Federle to the near dot. Devaney, wrist shot save made. Rebound in front is cleared away and down the ice. And Devaney had the stick chopped in half. Now it's turned over at center. Fed too far for Doe for a shorthanded attempt, but he will follow it up on the forecheck. And the countdown is on from the fans here. 5 seconds ago on the man advantage. Vartiainen forced behind his own net, and Columbus kills off yet another one. 6 for 6 on the penalty kill here today. Here's Jay busting into the wing with a shot handled by McBurney. Bailey McBurney continues his solid play. Puck on the near dot. Now it's clear but not out. Kept in on the left side. Wrist shot in. McBurney the glove save. And he will hang on. 3:51 gone by here in this IGH Properties third period. 5-0 River Dragons in the lead. Shots now 33 for the Prowlers, 22 for the River Dragons, with a draw coming up to the right of the Columbus goal. But at least we're back to 5-on-5 hockey here. Draw one back into the corner, chase down. Here's Rogers. Rogers looking to move that one ahead. Cut off, and Turned over to the near side of the ice. Columbus chasing here. Ozelinch behind the net. Rogers try to bank it to himself. Turned over. Puck in the slot. Here's a chance for Jay. He scores. Dalton Jay finds room over the left glove of Bailey McBurney. And Port Huron finally finds itself on the score sheet. 4:08 into the third period. It's a 5-1 game. For Jay, that's his 5th goal of the year. And a forced turnover on the forecheck back behind the River Dragons net led directly to that one. And good hard work below the goal line by Port Huron. Let's see what Columbus responds with as King pushes into the left side. King is tied up, spun around over there. Puck ends up back on the far side of the point, not out. Long wrister, that is blocked, goes into the corner as King continues the battle with Minnie. And now finally a penalty coming up. Interference will be the call against Port Huron. Columbus will get its first power play of the game, much to the delight of the hometown fans. Holding the call against Gino Minnie. So for the first time tonight, the River Dragons move on to the Georgia power play. 23% on the power play this year, 79% in the kill for Port Huron. Columbus up top, LaBelle to the right side. King up top, LaBelle fakes, sends it to the far dot, stores a hand on the wall, cycles into the corner. There's a pass to the right side, King, and now we get a penalty coming up, and there goes the power play. Storjahan goes into the box. He got tied up on the far side. I didn't see with which Port Huron player, but hands up. Storjahan is assessed a roughing call here. And again, the fans don't like that, but all of 19 seconds on the Georgia power play, and then on the other side of this, we're going to get a Port Huron Prowlers 19-second power play. And Storjahan was not happy. I think at first he thought the call was going to go against Port Huron, but it does not. 4:55, time of the roughing call. Four on four, we shall skate for the next minute, 41 seconds. Columbus will win the draw on its own end. Greco will bank it back to the left side. LaBelle with a stretch looking for Wickline. Couldn't come down with it. Freeborn will send it back to Johnson, and Port Huron on the regroup. That pass missed everybody. Down it goes. McBurney lets it go off the side of the net. No icing. They wave it off. LaBelle chips it along. At center, pass was behind Wickline. Returned off of the skate of Greco. He'll chase to the far wall and run over his man on the far side. Oh, my. Take a seat, Evan Foley. LaBelle in, backdoor feed, and Yelensky's just missed connecting on that one. Now Greco comes over, and boy, the footsteps were loud there. Freeborn missed the tip down. Well, I guess he didn't. They call no icing here. But boy, he looked up in a hurry when he knew Greco was coming. Here's Doe moving in, trying to split the D. Lost the puck. Petrantonio left side, looking to leave it for Doe now. He skates his way over to the near side up top. Frazier with a shot tipped, and that finds the glass. Vanelli, left point, holding it into the 4-on-4. And the puck cleared along the line, not out. Frazier holding it into the right side. Pass deflected back to him. They'll feed to the slot. Doe in with a shot, and that one is tipped into the netting. 6:23 gone here in the third period. River Dragons with a 5-1 lead over the Port Huron Prowlers. I feel like we should be taking a break here, but I don't know if we will. There we go. All right, we'll step aside. We'll come right back with more Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Nothing to do tonight? Want to bet? At Victoryland Casino, you'll find the latest and greatest gaming machines featuring fun bonuses and huge jackpots. Wager and win on horse and greyhound races from all over the world. And try your luck on our popular sports parlay promotion. Don't miss your chance to win at Victoryland Casino, located off I-85, exit 22, Shorter, Alabama. Must be 21 or older.
For Beam, community isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. We believe that when we care together, work together, and even cheer for our favorite teams together, we are closer to what counts. Beam has been improving the way we connect since 1964, not just with technology, but with our communities and with each other. Because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business. Beam, bringing East Alabama more. It's in our name.
Look what you done.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, Tom Callahan here with you, and it's 5-1 River Dragons in the lead. Broadcasting live from the Harvey Lumber press box. 4-on-4 for the next 8 seconds. Doe trying to keep the pressure on the forecheck here, but now Port Huron set to go on to the power play. And they will as they bring the puck up the ice. A shortened power play, and it's cleared down by Petrantonio. This is power play number 7 this evening for the Prowlers. They had a 5-on-3 of over a minute. Columbus had a power play that lasted about 19 seconds. Petrantonio after it as the River Dragons once again kill it off. They're 7 for 7 on the first Franklin Financial penalty kill tonight. Personal loans at the speed of life. And now Scantlebury trying to move it ahead for Port Huron. Puck into the corner. Vanelli over after it. He'll leave it around. Frejo with a bouncer, chipping it towards the line, but it does not get out. Sent back to the near side corner. And out to center. Johnson up with it. Scantlebury left side. Petrantonio ends up with it, and now a chance to lead. Left side to Storjahan. Storjahan in. Try to feed it in front. Pass blocked. Now Port Huron back after it. And we get a penalty in behind the play. It's going to be a hooking call. And now, there we go. King just came over and mugged one of the Prowlers. That was Johnson. McBurney's at center, challenging Rodrigue, and Rodrigue's not even paying attention to him. So now Petrantonio's going to come off the bench and tell him to cool his jets and get back in the crease. Well, this is going to get interesting. So we know King's going to end up in the box. I don't know if they're going to take anybody else. If Johnson's going to go too. And the initial penalty that was coming up. So right now we've got Henning in there with 2 minutes up on his side for Port Huron. All this happening is 7:40 to go here in the third. They're going to just sort this one out. Still a lot of chatting going on down there. The penalty box door is still open for the River Dragons. King has 2 up by his name. We may just end up 4-on-4. But we may not at this point. They're still talking it over in the referee's crease. So right now we're seeing hooking up there for Henning. But that short circuits what would have been a River Dragons power play. King has been assessed. Well, nothing yet on the score sheet. Let's see what they're going to end up giving King here. There does seem to be a good bit of confusion over what penalties are exactly going to be handed out. We know the minutes. And, of course, the explanations going on at the benches. We're going to drop it at the dot just outside the Port Huron blue line. And it's going to be 4-on-4. So there you go. So the King penalty evens out with the hooking minor on there against Henning, and off we skate. Roughing is what King gets. So 4-on-4 action, and the River Dragons have done decent in the 4-on-4. We have some chatting behind the play, but nothing comes of it. Here's a chance on the left side for Minnie, cutting into the slot with a shot, and McBurney the save as he was moving to his left, got the pad back out to the right.
Penalty assist to Port Huron. Number 84, Dustin Henning.
Kelly will move it back. Oza Lynch behind the net to Rogers. On to the right side. Here's Storjahan. He'll backhand it in. Rodrigue will cover. Not taking any chances with that. 1:15 left to go with the 4-on-4 situation. 8:25 into this third period. River Dragons with a 5-1 lead on the Port Huron Prowlers.
River Dragons was number 39, Lane King. Roughing.
Underwood. And across from Foley for the face-off. Puck back to the Pointers. Greco with a shot. That one goes wide. Ends up in behind the net. River Dragons trying to dig it out. Gill over there. And now it's checked by Underwood. Puck stays down low. Underwood on the turnover. Fed it back past Gill. That one went the other way. Now it'll be golfed in from center. Greco into the River Dragons end. Tied up by Devaney behind the net. Underwood over to help out. He'll reverse it around to Greco. And Greco taking his time back there. Not in any hurry. Right side to Underwood. Underwood forcing that pass through the traffic. Now moving in is LaBelle, left side with a wrist shot, and off the tip of the mitt there for Rodrigue. Rebound is free. They do get it to center. Now up on the left wing side, here's a chance. A backhander that's blocked on the way through by Greco. Now odd man the other way. Greco leading on the right side. He's got help going with him. Greco in, tried to slide it across, but the pass was deflected away. Nice job by Parsons to close the gap. Puck in that near side corner, fed into the slot. Yelenskis can't come down with it. And now, back the other way, a chance for Port Huron, but Scantlebury couldn't hang on to the bouncing puck, and we return to 5-on-5 action. Here's King, sending it around to the far side. Banked out to center. Wickline tipping it along in the left wing, and now it's swung away by Port Huron. River Dragons changing. Freeborn in with it, tied up on the wall. Wickline back after the puck. He'll leave it on the near side. Vanelli getting it ahead. Krupp on to Wickline. Wickline weaving left side. Left it at the line, but offside. Now, if your sides are a little off, check out Old School Barbershop online at oldschoolbarbershoppe.com. 5-1 Columbus in the lead, 9:40 to go in the third. This is River Dragons hockey.
Nothing to do tonight? Want to bet? At Victoryland Casino, you'll find the latest and greatest gaming machines featuring fun bonuses and huge jackpots. Wager and win on horse and greyhound races from all over the world. And try your luck on our popular sports parlay promotion. Don't miss your chance to win at Victoryland Casino, located off I-85, exit 22, Shorter, Alabama. Must be 21 or older.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Back at the Columbus Civic Center, 9:40 to go in the third period, brought to you by IGH Properties. River Dragons 5-1 over the Prowlers. Tom Callahan here in the Harvey Lumber press box.
Fans, that play was offside, so your sides are off.
On the right side, Vanelli will turn it back in as the River Dragons controlling the faceoff, but Port Huron trying to move it out. Krupp cuts it off, though, keeps into the right half boards. Pass to the slot, tipped away, but Krupp right back after it, cycles it deep. Wickline, far corner. Look for a little help from Jelenski's there. Wickline over, Krupp into that pile as he scoots by. Fed towards the point, but the pass picked off, and away comes Port Huron. There's a chance on the left side, and the wrister fanned on by DeCumbus. Jay with a chance. Ooh, deflected in front, but still a sharp right pad saved by McBurney. He has been on tonight. Back the other way, in come the River Dragons. There's a shot, tipped onto the wall. And now, Johnson up the other way, deflected down. Ozelinch chasing it. Ozelinch after it. That puck left on the right side wall. Slap back down low. Rogers. Cleared around in the wing, and now moving at Petrantonio with a stretch pass. Doe takes it in stride, but had trouble with the bouncing puck. Ends up in the right wing corner. Cleared around, but not out. Petrantonio holding it in. He's pressured on the boards. Puck taken away, and Port Huron just electing to wedge it out to center. Rogers will leave it off. Columbus regroups. 8:10 to go in the third. 5-1 River Dragons. Tied up on the near side here. Rogers will now step ahead with it. Rogers to the blue line. That's where it stays. Checked off his stick. Scantlebury dumps it deep. And now Columbus on the regroup. Here's Petrantonio. Left side to Rogers. Ahead to Doe. Doe in over the line. High slot. Rogers. Wrister blocked by traffic. Cleared off the glass and down. And this one should go for an icing call. It does. Face off will move back into the Port Huron zone.
To the Pepsi postgame show with the voice of your River Dragons, Tom Callahan. Some analysis and a full recap of all River Dragons action.
Want to once again welcome in our radio affiliates, not only our flagship station here, 106.9 Really Rocks, Columbus's Real Rock station, but WZEV 90.5 FM, classic hits of Lineville. And now the Sick just disintegrates on Scantlebury. Man, that just halved itself as he leaned into that shot. But also, hi to WBRQ 91.9 FM Blues in the city of LaGrange, WQEE, and now a chance down low. Here's a chance for Kelly, a shot. Rodrigue with a diving save to his left. WQEE 99.1 FM is the home of Southern Sports and Talk in Newman. McBurney out for a puck handling adventure. He sends it around the far side, sent towards the slot, bouncing up in the air. I will say this for Rodrigue. Not a big goaltender in stature, but boy, is he quick. He's athletic, likes to dive around in there. Kelly in with a wrist shot save made. Rebound in the crease. That's taken away. And Port Huron skates up the other way. Led by Minnie. Weaving it over the line to the right. Here we go back at center. That's Graham. And he is tied up. I think that is Storjahan going with him. And Storjahan gets a good right in there. Graham tries to come back with one of his own. And now Storjahan's helmet comes off. They swing a few more times and go down to the ice. Now we talked about tone setting. A little bit of it right there. And I will say this, Port Huron has not been very forthcoming when it comes to engaging in the fisticuffs here tonight. They've had a couple invitations to dance and have declined right up until that moment.
Coincidental matching majors Assessed to number 51, Matt Graham, 5 minutes for fighting. Penalties also assessed to number 4, River Dragons, Alex Storjahan, 5 minutes for fighting.
McBurney fires the puck the length of the ice.
Both 5 minutes for fighting.
Over to the Port Huron goaltender, Rodrigue, who decides to flip it up in the air and just catch it and hold on to it. He is not having any of it. He will not play toss. Puts it up on top of his net. Looks like they had to fix Storjahan's helmet. That was the reason for the delay. Now LaBelle arguing for the face-off outside, as is Krupp. But they're going to drop it to the left of McBurney.
Scott Brand and Tom Callahan enter home as the River Dragons travel to Mississippi. The game will be on W1.
6:36 left to go in this IGH Properties third period. Again, the River Dragons with a 5-1 lead, being outshot, though, 37-25. All 5 Columbus goals came back in the first period. Port Huron winning the draw back. There's a shot blocked on its way through. Big hit on the right side, and now Frazier jumps in, and he's going to go ahead and start throwing some punches in there with the Port Huron player, and the tie down comes up there, and they will both go here. That's Henning. And now Frazier with a big right over the top, and he drags Henning down by the jersey. Frazier did not like the hit whatsoever. Felt like he came up high with it. And immediately jumped in. So Henning in. And Frazier, 5 for fighting. Boy, Frazier did not hesitate. He was in there immediately. I think Port Huron is lobbying perhaps for an instigator. I don't know if we'll see it. Yeah, they're pulling Gill out of the penalty box, who I think Gill was going to serve potentially well, let's see, Krupp is in there. And Krupp is usually the designated server of extras. Yeah, so there's going to be an extra 2 up on the side there for Frazier.
Number 84 for Port Huron, Dustin Henning, 5 minutes.
Gonna guess it's an instigator. Let's see here.
Success to your Columbus River Dragons. Dragon, number 7, Paul Frazier, 5 minutes for fighting, and a 2-minute minor for instigating.
Yes, that was it, instigating. Here's Vanelli, lost it side of the net, a shot, they score. Turned over at the side of the net, and McBurney destroys his goal stick as Sam Merritt puts that one home on the turnover at the side of the goal. That'll be an unassisted marker. For Merritt, that's his 3rd of the year. Well, McBurney's got a new twig after snapping that one over the crossbar. But now 6:17 to go. It's now a 3-goal game. Columbus better get something going here. But a power play goal finally for the Port Huron Prowlers, and now they're 1 for 8. I didn't even get a chance to tell you about the first Franklin Financial penalty kill. It happened that fast. Group trying to push it ahead. And now Port Huron regrouping in its own end. Stolen at center there. Wickline hooking it back across and now driving in with it. Underwood trying to go to the net. Or pardon me, that's Yelensky's. Onto the right side to the right point. Rogers has traffic, steps around it, walks down the wall. Rogers into the corner, cycles it to the half boards up top. Wickline holding with a wrister in. And the puck bobbled, and now a chance on the rebound for Rogers, but Rodriguez able to hold that. I will say this, Rodriguez not done all that great at the catch and hold maneuver. He's pawed a lot of pucks down, but many of them have gone off the tip of the mitt, and that was another one there that did exactly that. So even shots of the glove side have been providing rebounds. But again, the River Dragons, after that 5-goal first period, haven't offered a whole lot offensively. Draw one back by Columbus in the offensive zone. There's a shot through traffic. Rodriguez handles that to the corner. Petrantonio on it. He'll feed to the left point, and Ozolinsh has to back out with it. He's pressured there. And now Port Huron trying to get something going here as they'll dump it in. And the hitting picking up a little bit at center ice. Everybody is feeling the need now to get some contact in there. Petrantonio on the near side. Hooked up, lost it. Ozolinsh back with it. Getting it onto the right wing. And now Underwood trying to move it ahead. Petrantonio looking for Doe. Knocked away from him, but Petrantonio got it back. Now Johnson turned it the other way. Just a lot of pitch and catch in the neutral zone. It's a long shot in. McBurney, went through his body, hit the post behind him, then centered, and McBurney is able to hold. Oh my, that one somehow scooted through him. And he holds on, and McBurney is down. It looks like he's in a little bit of pain. 4:27 to go in this third period. River Dragons with a 5-2 lead over the Prowlers. Back of the war in a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Nothing to do tonight? Want to bet? At Victoryland Casino, you'll find the latest and greatest gaming machines featuring fun bonuses and huge jackpots. Wager and win on horse and greyhound races from all over the world. And try your luck on our popular sports parlay promotion. Don't miss your chance to win at Victoryland Casino, located off I-85, exit 22, Shorter, Alabama. Must be 21 or older.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
5-2, River Dragons leading the Prowlers. 4:27 to go in this IGH Properties third period. Tom Callahan with you in the Harvey Lumber press box. Face off to the left of McBurney. And Columbus looking to move that puck out to center. A bouncer there. Johnson on a knee. And I guess we're just going to play to a soundtrack here. All right, there we go. We finally got the music. Sent down on a bank, and that one will go wide of the Port Huron net. That'll be icing. 4:08 to go in the third. Let's bring it all back down.
Inside edge members.
Face off will come to the right of McBurney. Draw one to the left point. Here's Johnson with it, trying to slide it through traffic. Backhand chance there, goes up over top of the net by Vartiainen. River Dragons use the glass to get it out. On the right side, Vartiainen trying to turn it back the other way. Freeborn, pestered by Kelly. Puck took a kick off the linesman. Vanelli, left side. And now the River Dragons just trying to bank it out to center here. Coming up on 3.5 to go in this third period. Puck to the left point. Johnson there with a wrist shot well wide of the net. Around to the right side. That puck is kept in from the right point by Heinzel. Gill on to the near side. And it's sent down right side. Yelensky's racing for it. Yelensky's cutting in from the corner. Behind the net. Still with it. Around to the far dot. Yelensky's up by the blue line. Tried to control. Gave it up. And now stepping in Jay. Mini 2-on-1. Jay tried to feed it across. Defended well by Greco. And the puck is gathered in by Bailey McBurney, who once again spends a little extra moment in the butterfly position. 2:58 to go in this third period. River Dragons with a 5-2 lead on the Prowlers. Draw one back. Rogers will feed it across. And Columbus able to move it out. Set right back into the River Dragons the other way to Wickline Tippett. Well, he was well behind center anyway. Another icing call. With 2:39 to go in the third period, River Dragons up 5-2. Let's take a break along the network. 10 seconds for station identification.
Customize your own jersey to wear during our games. This order window will close November 28th. So make sure you don't miss the opportunity to get your hands on a personal
Face off in the River Dragons and Prowlers controlling, trying to keep it into the right point. They do, but it kicks right off the glass, and Columbus able to clear it out. Wickline tried to glove it down, but the puck did get over the line. And now pushing back into the right wing. Port Huron moving in. Tied up in the corner over there is DeCumbus. Around to the left point. Heinzel holding it in. Centering feed, and Jay had a stick lifted. Nice play by Wickline. Now a shot in, and a glove save by McBurney. Face-off will be to McBurney's left. And the puck cleared to the line, but not out. Held in. Turnaround chance there is sent wide of the net by Devaney and sent down the right side. Petrantonio trying to get in there after it. Petrantonio wraps around behind the net, feeds up to the left point. LaBelle has to get out of the zone and chase back after it. Tossed back in. And now, right back the other way. Here come Port Huron. Scantlebury in on the left side. Trying to send that one up top. LaBelle behind his own net for it. Coming up on a minute to go in the third. 5-2, Columbus in the lead.
There's 1 minute remaining.
1 minute to go. Petrantonio takes a slash, tries to go the other way. He's in with Doe. Doe in front, takes the puck, shot right pad, save Rodrigue. And a nice chance in close for Austin Doe. And now a hooking penalty coming up here. It'll be against Gill. And now turned over and back, sliding the puck towards the empty net, but it will be picked up before it gets there by Johnson. And now Petrantonio is going to get a penalty at center, as he took a whack on Scantlebury. The puck down low and a backhand chip wide, finally possessed by Columbus with 29.3 seconds to go. So it's going to be 5-on-3 for the remaining 29.3 seconds. Back out of the First Franklin Financial penalty kill. First Franklin Financial, personal loans at the speed of life. Petrantonio will get 2. And then it was... The initial call was on Gill for hooking.
Mike and Bill. 2 minutes for hooking.
Pedro Antonio got 2 minutes for slashing. Well, this is your tone setting here. And Port Huron's going to elect to go 6-on-3. That means unlimited shots at the empty net here in the remaining 30 seconds if Columbus is able to win this draw. Wickline to talk to Vanelli about it. Puck one back into the corner. Vanelli off the glass to the line, not out. Held in Federley, left side. Devaney sends it down low. Puck in the slot. A shot. McBurney save. Rebound. Sent behind the net by Vanelli. Frazier to the far side corner. Puck at the right point. Held in over Federley. Back to the right side. A one-time drive and a glove save by McBurney. He waves that one around just a little bit with 9 seconds to go in this third period. And it's 5-on-3, 6-on-3 with Rodrigue on the bench. Port Huron just trying to see if they can get another one here, get some confidence up. Puck is dropped in the draw, one back. It'll roll down the ice. 5 seconds to go, and the crowd on its feet, counting it down, and the River Dragons win. 6 in a row for the Columbus River Dragons. 5-2 winners over the Port Huron Prowlers here tonight at the Columbus Civic Center.
That's a River Dragons victory. Look no further to celebrate their own victory.
And so the River Dragons over to congratulate Bailey McBurney on the victory here this evening. And now the team to center. Boy, it was a rough and tumble third period, that's for sure. Plenty of penalty minutes and some scraps in there. If you like that kind of thing, well, it turned into your kind of game. But in the first, it was all River Dragons all the time. 5 first period goals. And this game just kind of had a weird pace and a weird feeling to it all night long. In fact, not a lot of pace, I dare say, because we had 10 power plays, 9 of which went to Port Huron. And let's see here, as everybody heads off the ice following the game, we'll collect our 3 stars. And the 3 stars tonight are brought to you by Wade Cleaners. And we will get not only the announcement of the 3 stars from down there on the ice, but we will also have an interview with our first star.
It's now time for the Wade Cleaners 3 stars of the game, as voted on by the Columbus media. Tonight's 3rd star in goal, number 31, Bailey McBurney.
Bailey McBurney, your 3rd star of the evening. He likes to play it up for the crowd a little bit, going side to side, so he's going to make the most noise, and he tosses it into the crowd. Also collects his broken stick from the bench on the way by.
Number 22, Jay
Crew. Couple of assists tonight, star number 2. He'll toss the t-shirt out.
And tonight's number 1 star, number 17, Austin Doe.
And assistant captain Austin Doe, a couple of helpers tonight as well. He is your first star. And we will get an interview with Austin Doe and down on the ice here just a moment.
All right, fans, I'm down here with your number one star, Austin Doe. Man, you guys have been on a tear. You guys are on a 6-game win streak now. What's the mindset in the locker room right now?
Just trying to play our game the best we can. We know we got a good team, and we came out hard, obviously, in the first period there, where we got to dial in and be a little better the rest of the game.
Gotcha. Anything that you're going to change before you come back and Port Huron tomorrow on home ice?
No, I don't think so. Just kind of stick to our system, stick to the game plan, and just try to play the game the right way, and just be fine.
Awesome, guys. Let's hear it one more time for your number one star, Austin Doe.
There you go, Austin Doe, your first star. 3 stars of the game presented by Wade Cleaners. 5-2 River Dragons with a big win here this evening over Port Huron. These same two teams are back at it tomorrow night. It's Education Night, brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. Kinetic members, you get special family 4-packs, 4 tickets for $48. That offer was sent out to you if you are a Kinetic Credit Union member. And if you're a student or an educator, you get a buy one, get one ticket deal through the River Dragons office. That's tomorrow night. We'll talk about tonight when we come back. It's time for the Pepsi post-game show. We'll kick it off when we return to the Columbus Civic Center. This is River Dragons hockey.
Wade Cleaner's newest location at 6801 River Road, located just across from the new VA hospital. This location has a drive-thru and is open 6 days a week. Tell us you heard this and receive 25% off your first visit. Wade Cleaners, since 1939.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Columbus, Georgia is considered by some as the hockey town of the South, boasting pro hockey since 1996. But 80 years before that first puck drop, another Chattahoochee Valley favorite got its start, Piggly Wiggly. Come on down to find a great selection of fresh meats and produce for your family's next meal or your next tailgate. We're proud to root for the hometown River Dragons because we've been the hometown team since forever. Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street. Hey, sports fans, it's game time. There's no better time to make sure your heating and air system is working like it should. As the official air conditioning sponsor of the Columbus River Dragons, we're excited to be able to offer you our special $69 tune-up offer. With an Air Force tune-up, a certified and trained technician will perform a comprehensive inspection and duct inspection. This can help reduce utility cost and prevent costly repairs. Schedule your tune-up today. Call 706-813-1935. We're always here when you need us. Air Force Heating and Air.
For Beam, community isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. We believe that when we care together, work together, and even cheer for our favorite teams together, we are closer to what counts. Beam has been improving the way we connect since 1964, not just with technology, but with our communities and with each other. Because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business. Beam, bringing East Alabama more. It's in our name.
It's time for the Pepsi postgame show on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Tonight's show is brought to you by Pepsi, Air Force Heating and Air, Beam TV, Zelmo Zip-In, and Wade Cleaners. Now with a recap of tonight's action, here's Tom Callahan.
Welcome back in the Pepsi postgame show. Tom Callahan here with you. 5-2 River Dragons win it here tonight at the Columbus Civic Center. Despite being outshot 43-28, Columbus with a big victory. All 5 River Dragons goals came in the first period tonight, and then they were able to hang on from there. Port Huron to their credit, really did continue to bring the energy in the offense. Several chances on goal, only took a bite out of Bailey McBurney's donut in the third period. McBurney played well this evening, earning third-star honors along the way. And, boy, a little bit disappointing to lose that shutout late. But at the end of the day, 9 power plays for the Prowlers and a great job on the kill, 8 of 9 for the River Dragons here this evening. And you know what? Port Huron is a team that they've got some flow, they've got some offense to them. They like to put pucks at the net. They're not afraid to shoot from anywhere. And it was nice to see players selling out to block shots tonight in front of McBurney, sticks in the lane, that sort of thing. But I really feel like, too, when we talk with Jerome Bouchard tomorrow before the game, he's certainly going to have his thoughts on what this team needs to improve and how they can improve when it comes down to what they can do differently tomorrow evening. Speaking of tomorrow evening, one last reminder, it is Education Night, brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. Kinetic members, you were sent a special offer. If you're a Kinetic member, it's 4 tickets for $48. If you're an educator or a student, it's a buy one, get one free ticket deal. You can cash that in through the River Dragons office tomorrow. Come on down and join us here for the game. Should be a pretty good rematch. Things got heated towards the end in the third period. It picked up, it got physical, couple of fights out there. Certainly the River Dragons trying to set a little bit of a tone, and they sent the home fans home happy with the win here tonight. But for Port Huron as well, important for them to stand up for themselves. They just couldn't find the offense tonight. But will they be able to tomorrow? That's going to be the big question. Meanwhile, Columbus, after they weathered that kind of initial, I'll call it a gray period, in the first period and even the second period, they acquitted themselves fairly well. But again, there's always something you can fix, even with a win. But the big win tonight is the 6th in a row for the River Dragons, who, at least for the time being, we'll check that Zelmo zipping out-of-town scoreboard here in a minute, but at least for the time being are now first place overall in the FPHL with another one in the win column. So let's take that break, shall we? When we come back in our Pepsi postgame show, we'll look at the Zelmo zipping out-of-town scoreboard, plus take a look behind the numbers in this one, and then we'll preview tomorrow night's matchup. Come on back and join us. There's more coming your way. 5-2 River Dragons with the win. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
River Dragons hockey is more fun in a group. Come celebrate your birthday, anniversary, reunion, and more. Get 10 or more people together to enjoy the best available seating, a special VIP entrance, group recognition at the game, a visit from Scorch or Torch, and more. Plus, you can add on options like Chuck-a-Pucks, souvenir hats or pucks, and even a team gear shopping spree. Groups of 30 or more get a post-game photo on the ice. Group perks are only available through the River Dragons office by calling 706-507-4625.
Hey, sports fans, the seasons are changing and it's game time. There's no better time to make sure your heating and air system is working like it should. Call Air Force Heating and Air today for our special $69 tune-up offer. With an Air Force tune-up, a certified and trained technician will perform a comprehensive inspection and duct inspection. This can help reduce utility costs and prevent costly repairs. Schedule your tune-up today. Call 706-223-1945. We're always here when you need us. Air Force Heating and Air.
For Beam, community isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. We believe that when we care together, work together, and even cheer for our favorite teams together, we are closer to what counts. Beam has been improving the way we connect since 1964, not just with technology, but with our communities and with each other. Because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business. Beam, bringing East Alabama more. It's in our name.
In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo Zip-In. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We're proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Back here in the Pepsi postgame show, Tom Callahan here with you. And before we get into the numbers for the 5-2 River Dragons win over the Prowlers tonight, let's take a look at the Zelmos Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard. Zelmos has been fueling life's passions since 1999. Well, tonight in the FPHL, 8 of the 10 teams in action, and just to let you know, the weekend series Elmira at Watertown has been canceled because of that big snowstorm that is going through New York State, and so no games for Watertown or Elmira. Those will be rescheduled for later. Carolina, wow, 11 goals defeat the Mississippi Seawolves tonight, 11-2, a big win for Carolina to start the weekend there. In Winston-Salem, Binghamton with a 3-1 win on the road over the Delaware Thunder here this evening. And also, this one took overtime, but the Danbury Hat Tricks pull it out. They get the victory over the Motor City Rockers, 3-2, your final at the Big Boy Arena. And, of course, here it was a 5-2 River Dragons win. By the way, for the overall standings, that means 2 points go to Danbury for that win, 3 points for the regulation win for the River Dragons. Those two teams are now tied atop the FPHL standings overall at the conclusion of tonight's game with 23 points apiece. In the National Hockey League, only one game going on tonight, Kings and Canucks. That one has just gotten underway, and about 7.5 into the first period. No score between the Kings and the Canucks. And an NFL note for you, if you're a Bills fan, like me. The Buffalo Bills home game has been moved from Buffalo, New York to Detroit. And so the Lions venue, I believe it's Ford Field, will be hosting the Bills and the Browns on Sunday. Now, that's provided the Bills can get out. They had planned to fly out to Detroit tomorrow. We'll see if they're able to get out, period. So, that said, if the Bills and Browns do arrive, they will arrive in Detroit and play Sunday. All right, final numbers inside this one here is the River Dragons, 5-2 winners tonight. All 5 goals coming in the first period. And goals from Frasio, Ozelinch, Petrantonio, Kelly, and Storjahan. 2 assists for Austin Doe, 2 assists for Jay Krupp in this one. But importantly, the shots by period were not great for the River Dragons, but they were good for the Prowlers. And it was 15, 14, and 14 by period for the visiting Prowlers. 43 total in the game. 12, 8, and 8 for the River Dragons, and that is 28 in total for Columbus. Now, the power plays listed, I think this total is going to change. Right now it's listed as 13 Prowlers power plays. I recounted. I came up with 10, but we'll see if that does stick. Either way, a great night on the penalty kill, including extensive time on the 5-on-3 for the River Dragons here. And, boy, that was just a big part of why they were able to stave off the Port Huron offense here. No scoring in the second period, and there could have been. And in the third period, again, the 5-on-3, the penalties just really piled up for the River Dragons in this one, unfortunately. But, again, the penalty killing was great here tonight and tremendous in the win for Columbus. The 2 goals that were scored in the third period for the Prowlers came off the sticks of Jay and Merritt. And those, I don't want to say made it meaningless because they didn't. Once the game went to 5-2 off of Merritt's goal at 13:37, it had a different feel to it. And that's when Columbus really picked up the physical play. Now, the thing is, the goaltending switch made by the Prowlers after a 5-goal first period, and certainly you don't want to give up 5, but Wyatt Hofflin had a tough start to the night. Only 7 saves on 12 shots. He gets hung with a loss tonight. But Danik Rodrigue comes in, stops all 16 that he faced. And so that is a pretty good feeling for him if he is going to start tomorrow night, and they don't try to roll Hoffland back out there. We'll see how that's all going to go. Bailey McBurney picks up the win here this evening. As McBurney, again, tremendous performance, 41 of 43 for the River Dragons tonight. Now, these same two teams back at it again tomorrow night on Kinetic Credit Union Education Night. Kinetic members, 4 for $48. You've got a ticket deal through the credit union for you if you want to come tomorrow. But also, educators and students, buy one, get one free through the River Dragons office during the day tomorrow. We would love to see you come down and support your Columbus River Dragons. All right, so one more time, your final Columbus with a big 5-2 win here this evening. Same two teams back at it tomorrow night for a 7:30 puck drop, 7 o'clock on the pregame show. We look forward to talking to you tomorrow night. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Tom Callahan from the Harvey Lumber Press Box. Dragons 5, Prowlers 2. This has been Columbus River Dragons Hockey.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Inside Edge season ticket memberships are now available for the 22-23 Columbus River Dragons season. The Inside Edge gives you exclusive access to team events with players, promotional giveaways, merchandise discounts, ticket priority for select Civic Center events, and River Dragons playoffs, plus ticket exchange privileges and more. Call 706-507-GOAL, 706-507-4625 to score your Inside Edge membership today.
Hey Columbus, have you heard of BioLife Plasma Services? It adds up. Here's how. The cash you'll earn for your time donating plasma at BioLife adds up for the things you want. And your plasma donations can add up over time to create life-changing medicine for people with rare diseases. Stop in and check us out at our new Columbus BioLife location. New donors can earn up to $300 in their first 5 plasma donations at BioLife. Visit biolifeaddsup.com to schedule an appointment today.
Announcing Wade Cleaner's newest location at 6801 River Road, located just across from the new VA hospital. This location has a drive-thru and is open 6 days a week. Tell us you heard this and receive 25% off your first visit. Wade Cleaners, since 1939.
Are fall projects piling up on your property? You still have to borrow a tractor from your buddies? It's time to get your own John Deere from SunSouth. We'll help you find the right tractor with implements that are as fun to operate as they are powerful. And during our fall sales event, you can take advantage of store-wide savings, including 0% interest on John Deere 1 Series, 3 Series, and even 5 Series tractors. So come see us at SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Expires November 30, 2022.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. We all count on our home's electrical outlets to provide us the power we need when we need it. But sometimes an overloaded circuit can lead to a blown outlet. So leave it to the pros at Mr. Sparky. We'll get it done right and get it done safely. Call now for $50 off electrical repairs.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Limitations and restrictions may apply. Independently owned and operated. Licensed in the respective state or county.
We'll be screaming now.
You've been listening to the Pepsi Postgame Show on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Tonight's show was brought to you by Pepsi, Air Force Heating and Air, Beam TV, Zelmo Zip-In, and Wade Cleaners. All rights to this broadcast are reserved by the Columbus River Dragons and PMB Broadcasting for the private use of their audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution or the descriptions or accounts of this game are expressly prohibited without the written consent of Ignite Sports and Entertainment and PMB Broadcasting. This has been a presentation of the Columbus River Dragons Hockey Club.
Listen online anytime with the